All right, guys, have a great broadcast.
This is the men's
Will do.
ball Conecuh Sausage countdown to tip-off on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Today's countdown to tip-off show is brought to you by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Baylor Scott and White Health, the official hospital and healthcare system of Baylor Athletics. Your healthcare, your way. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. TFNB, your bank for life. The official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Premier ER and Urgent Care. Feel better now. Nissan, innovation that excites. Coming up, we'll break down today's game, check scores, and take you inside Baylor men's basketball. And now, we're live alongside Hall of Famer Pat Nunley. Here's the voice of the Bears, John Morris.
From inside the T-Mobile Center in downtown Kansas City, Mo, welcome in to Baylor Big 12 basketball. As today the Bears open play in the Big 12 tournament against the Arizona State Sun Devils. Hi, everybody, welcome in alongside Hall of Famer Pat Nunley. I'm John Morris. Aaron Sexton, our network board operator today. Pat, for the Bears, clean slate, Start a new season. Big 12 tournament begins today. And the Bears know what they need to do here in Kansas City.
You know, the coaching staff has talked about how the season is played usually in 4 different segments. You got pre-conference, which went well for the Bears. You got conference, which did not go the way they were hoping it would go. And now you've got the Big 12 tournament. And you're right, it's a clean slate. It's a fresh breath of fresh air. And a team that's playing pretty well. They're confident. They're healthy. I think it's a nice way to just get level set right now. And who knows, make a run in this tournament. And as Coach Drew said, if the ball's still bouncing, we still have a chance. And it starts today.
Bears play in the first game on the first day of the tournament. That shows you how the season has gone. Certainly not up to normal or recent standards for Baylor basketball. But they are ready to go today. And I think, again, they have an upbeat, positive attitude, and they're looking forward to taking on Arizona State.
Yeah, I think they fully expect to win. This is a team that Baylor beat, 2 or 3 weeks ago, and played really well in that game. In fact, I don't think they played as well as they could have, turned it over a little bit, got out-rebounded, but still found a way to win. And to me, John, that Arizona State game was the first game where the Bears didn't play well but still found a way to win. Yeah. And they played well enough. But down the stretch, I think Arizona State made one of its last 9 shots. So that was a mood booster. And I think it was a confidence giver for this team. And they have played well ever since that game.
Started a stretch in which Baylor won 3 of their last 5 games. The 2 losses were to top 10 teams, Arizona and Houston. But Baylor is definitely playing better, and I think playing their best basketball of the year right now.
I think so. And you point back to, or look back to a couple of games that I thought were really redefining this team. I think the team has struggled all season long until the last 5 or 6 to really find an identity. And I think a lot of that has to do with the 100% roster turnover. You had injuries. You had a really thin rotation that I think hurt this team. It got off to a rough start when the season started. The conference race started, but about 5 or 6 games ago, it was almost like a light came on, and they figured out how they win. They started to defend. They started to get stops when they had to get them. And in the Big 12, if you can't do that, you're not going to win the number of games that this team expected to win.
Well, and again, new life in the Big 12 tournament. To be honest, the only way Baylor gets to the NCAA tournament is to win this one and to get the automatic bid from the Big 12 Conference. And that would be tough. That'd be 5 games in 5 days against the best teams in the best conference in the country.
That's right. And Coach Drew said last night to the team, the most difficult game to win in a tournament like this is the first one. So you get this one under your belt. It's a game, again, I think the Bears have a really good chance to win. Get that one, and then you worry about having to win 5. But it truly is one game at a time.
True.
You go 1-0 today, you go 1-0 tomorrow, and hopefully that carries forward.
Yeah, we can say 5 games in 5 days. They have never mentioned that to the team and won't mention it to the team.
No, it was interesting, though, John, last night they chronicled a couple of teams in college basketball over the last 10, 15 years who've been able to put runs together. And I'm thinking of NC State that was a 9 or 10 seed in the ACC tournament and went on a run, got all the way to the Final Four.
Yeah, how about
so
that?
it can be done.
That's true. And Baylor is really playing, again, their best basketball of the year and playing as well as anybody in the Big 12. So this is fun. It's fun to be here. Kansas City is a great host city. T-Mobile Center is a great venue for this tournament to be played. We've got the new ASB glass floor that they'll play on. We'll talk more about that. It got a test run. More than that, it was used last week for the women's tournament here. So I think we're ready to go. Here come the officials coming onto the floor, and we're going to tip it off in a few minutes, Baylor and Arizona State.
Yeah, and it's interesting, John, you watch the two teams take the floor, and I think down the stretch in the Big 12, when you've got teams that are in the lower echelon of the league, I think how they take the floor and how they warm up is a little bit telling. And the Bears, very energetic, as you would expect them to be. Arizona State, not as much. Now, we don't have a wide universe to compare how Arizona State normally takes the floor, but before the ball's even tipped up, you get a vibe for how the teams are approaching this game. And I can tell you from a Baylor perspective, it is game on.
Yeah, very much so. A lot of rumors swirling around Bobby Hurley and the Arizona State program. There were some reports nationally yesterday that he was out as the Arizona State head coach. Arizona State says, no, we have not made a move there. It may happen. It may still happen, but it has not happened yet. But that's the situation with Arizona State and their head coach, Bobby Hurley, in his 11th year.
Yeah, and you wonder what the impact of that will be psychologically, emotionally on his team. Don't really know. And it's inevitable that those rumors would start swirling. Probably more than rumors, John, but you would think, why don't we just hold off a week to even start entertaining that idea. But it's inevitable, and it's happened. We'll just see how Arizona State responds to that.
All right, we're off and running, and this is our countdown to tip-off. We are courtside inside the T-Mobile Center in Kansas City, Mo. Our courtside cam is up and running. You want to see what it looks like right here, courtside in the T-Mobile Center. Take a look. Go to the Baylor Athletics YouTube channel and find our courtside cam, brought to you by NextLink, reliable high-speed internet for your home or business. Again, available on the Baylor Athletics YouTube channel. Take a break. Back with more from Kansas City. Big 12 tournament opener, Baylor and Arizona State, coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway, right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new sports vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrists of Baylor Athletics.
Looking for a fun night out with family or friends? Head to Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark and catch Baylor baseball this season. Single game tickets are on sale now, starting at just $5 for general admission seating. Or stop by the ballpark for $2 Tuesdays, featuring discounted concession items plus $2 off general admission tickets. Grab your seats now at BaylorBears.com/tickets, and we'll see you at Baylor Ballpark.
Williams bite.
Okay.
Then we'll have to hit a break to get ahead of
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor.
Sounds good.
Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage led by expert industry knowledge and a commitment to community. With kindness and integrity at the forefront, every agent is equipped to help you navigate the market and make the real estate journey your own. Whether buying or selling, feel supported with an award-winning agent at your side from first offer to contract and close. Magnolia Realty serves cities including Waco, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, Temple. Learn more at magnoliarealty.com.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
And welcome back to Kansas City as we continue on the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to Tip-Off. Conecuh Sausage, made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true hickory-smoked southern flavor. Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and perfect for tailgating. Pick up a pack and enjoy your family's favorite recipes at any meal of the day. Conecuh Sausage, a game day tradition and the official smoked sausage of the Baylor Bears. John Morris, Pat Nunley, courtside in Kansas City, talking about Baylor finishing the regular season, winning 3 of their last 5. Pat, a big part of that was the improved play and the contributions of Isaac Williams, who moved into the starting lineup and has played really, really well.
He has. I mean, when we talk about the light coming on 5 or 6 games ago, I think it was Isaac Williams that was the catalyst for all of that. I mean, you kind of knew what you were going to get from Carr and Yesufu and those guys, but Williams became a completely different player, and we'll talk more about his numbers, his stats as we get into the game, but he has been off the charts good.
Let's hear from Isaac Williams. Visited with him after Chapel and Scout last night. Ask him about this being a fresh, clean slate starting the Big 12 tournament today.
Yeah, it's a big time for everybody. We're just excited to get to it and get after it.
Yeah, it's like the start of a new season, isn't it? Sort of a blank slate into the postseason.
Yeah, for sure. And also with this team, I feel like we're kind of catching our stride late right now, and we haven't been playing as good as basketball as we have until right now, so I think it's perfect time.
Yeah, it's really the best time of the year to be playing your best basketball.
Yeah, for sure. You'd rather it now than before.
You twisted your ankle the other night. You okay today?
Yeah, I'll be great. Yeah. I'm good.
And Arizona State, a team y'all beat during the regular season. You looking forward to doing that again today?
Yes, sir. They're a great team, tough team. We're going to have to come out there, compete with them, execute, and if we play our game, we'll be good.
Very good. Have a great game. Thank you.
Appreciate you.
It's Isaac Williams, the sophomore guard for the Bears from Oklahoma City, transfer from A&M Corpus Christi. And think about where he was in the summer and then at the start of practice, start of the season, and where he is now, Pat. He is a real contributor.
You know, and some of the question marks about him were his ability to make free throws.
Right.
He's a 63% free throw shooter. He was below 50 coming in his career. Didn't shoot him very well in Germany. And, John, he is the leading, not the most productive, but in terms of accuracy from a three-point line, he leads the team. He is a 50% three-point shooter. He's 53% from the floor because most of his shots are right at the rim. He's been, you know, big question mark for this team was, does it have a true point guard? And I think early on the answer was no, but over the last 5 or 6 games the answer has been an emphatic yes, and it's Isaac Williams who has handled that role really well.
All right, that's a visit with Isaac Williams. He and the Bears taking on Arizona State today. First round game in the Big 12 tournament. First of 4 games coming up today. Following us, it will be Cincinnati and Utah. The night session, BYU and Kansas State. The nightcap tonight, Colorado and Oklahoma State. The winner of this game, Baylor and Arizona State, advances to play 5th seed and 7th ranked Iowa State tomorrow morning at 11:30, which will be a home game here in Kansas City, right?
Well, they're everywhere, everywhere. And it's a credit to them. What is it? The crops are all in the barn. So what are they going to do over the? But you got to give those guys a big high five. They travel, and Iowa State basketball is the game in town. You go to Hilton Coliseum, there might be 6 feet of snow on the ground. There will be 14,500 people in that arena.
Well, this is Hilton South this week, so that's tomorrow. Right now the focus on Arizona State. Let's take our pregame visit with Bears head coach Scott Drew. We'll have that when we come back on the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to Tip-Off. We invite you to stay with us live from downtown Kansas City and here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Planning a new or used vehicle purchase? Drive the
All right, so about 7.5.
online application. It's a winning season with First Central's full court press of quick local loan processing, your best rate, and flexible terms. Apply online. You'll score at www.firstcentralcu.com. We're your team.
Membership and loan policy requirements apply. Member NCUA.
Everything we do is true. We do for you.
Favorite jeans, favorite shirt. Got Conecuh sausage and I'm firing it up. Yeah, everybody knows that's how I get my grill on. You can smell that flavor up and down taste of heaven, and everybody knows that's how I get my grill on. Kanaka sausage. It's just a little taste of heaven.
Hey, Coach Drew,
we don't just build trucks.
Yeah, be about, let's see, about 6 minutes left.
It's built by Texas. Every line, weld, and seal, shaped with the pride, heat, and strength that only Texas really knows. The Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra, built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit toyota.com today. Toyota, let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See toyota.com for details.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
We welcome you back to Kansas City. Let's continue on our pregame show. Visit now with Bears head coach Scott Drew before the Big 12 tournament opener, Baylor versus Arizona State, here inside the T-Mobile Center. And, Coach, here we are moving on, and it is survive and advance as we reach March and the Big 12 tournament.
Yes, it is. March is the best time for college basketball, and excited to be a part of it and get it underway. The 11:30 game, the good thing is you don't have to sit around worrying about it. So, having just played Arizona State makes it an easy prep. Guys, especially with playing on Saturday and then leaving on Sunday evening to come up here, you had one day to basically get ready, and we can take a lot from that first game and hopefully duplicate a lot.
Such good momentum for your team, the way you're playing here late in the season.
Well, you definitely want to be surging at the end of the year, and we feel like our best basketball has been played in the last month. So hopefully the first game of the tournament's always your toughest, most trickiest, meaning you got to get that first win to get the routine going and get them juices flowing. And I know we've had a lot of success in the tournaments when we've been projected to not do well, and hopefully that can be the case here. You have a lot of parity in the Big 12 this year, a lot of great win opportunities, and it starts today with Arizona State, who has a lot of really good wins this season. Did a great job in Maui Invitational, beat Tech and beat Kansas at home, and a team that we trailed 8 points to start the second half. So familiar with them, know how good they are, but hopefully we can do what we need to do to advance.
What is it that you take from that meeting with Arizona State during the season?
Well, I think everything that worked we take, and everything that didn't work we try to change or learn from. But I think to begin with, you look at it, and we shot a high percentage. We shot 57% from the field, 43% from three. We'll not try to take the 46% from the free throw line with us, but rebounding wise, that was something coming in the game we thought we'd do a little better job of, and they dominated us on the glass, 14-1 second chance points, and then we did have 13 turnovers, which led to 19 points for them. It's a team that really thrives in getting out and going in transition, especially off turnovers. So we're coming off a game with 3 turnovers. We'd love to duplicate that, and then we'd like to do a better job on the glass, and then get the same high percentage shots we were able to get last time.
Yeah, fun to be here. Big stage, isn't it, when you reach the Big 12 tournament and beyond?
And this year you got ESPN in the house. We got that new court that everyone's talking about. So again, we need to win and go on a great run here. As long as we're playing, we control our own destiny. So go Bears.
All right, Sick'em Bears. Coach, thanks very much. We may or may not talk to you after the game. You may be in the winners interview room, but good luck, and we'll talk to you later.
Well, let's hope we're in that, and then we'll talk about the pregame tomorrow. I like that. It's a date.
Good, Coach. Thanks. Good luck.
Thank you, Baylor fans.
Baylor coach Scott Drew. It's Baylor and Arizona State coming up. Opening game here in the Big 12 tournament in Kansas City. More after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Baylor fans, ready to keep it cool this season? Ice and Easy delivers premium ice lightning fast. From tailgates to restaurants, construction sites, concerts, and races, Ice and Easy has you covered. Game day or work day, keep your drinks cold and your spirits bold. Ice and Easy, we deliver, you chill. Proud supporter of the Baylor Bears.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
Hey Baylor fans, Baylor softball season is currently underway. Come be a part of the action at Getterman Stadium all season long with single game tickets. With general admission tickets starting at just $8, there's no better way to enjoy elite college softball. And if you're coming with friends or family, group tickets are available for $5 each. Get your Baylor softball single game tickets now at BaylorBears.com/tickets.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
And welcome back on the Conecuh Sausage Countdown to Tip-Off. Conecuh Sausage made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true hickory smoked southern flavor. Conecuh Sausage is always great on the grill and perfect for tailgating. Pick up a pack and enjoy your family's favorite recipes at any meal of the day. Conecuh Sausage, a game day tradition and the official smoked sausage of the Baylor Bears. Nearing tip-off, just past the bottom of the hour, Baylor and Arizona State, Big 12 tournament opener. Pat, about your keys to the game. How's Baylor going to get a win and advance in this tournament?
Well, first thing they got to do, easier said than done, is control Maurice Odom. This guy is their engine. Everything runs through him. He's their point guard. He is one of only 3 players in the nation averaging 17.1 points a game plus 5.9 assists, almost 3.5 rebounds a ball game, and almost a steal and a half per ball game. So he's the head of the snake, and you've got to control him. You can't give him any room off ball screens. If he gives up the ball, he can't get it back. And I think the idea today is make him work on both ends of the floor really hard. He's got to earn everything that he gets. Number 2, you find a consistent theme in the games that the Bears have won over the last 5 or 6. In those games, they have taken care of the ball. Got to do that again today. Their only hiccup in those last 6 games was Houston, and you see what happens, particularly on the road. The recipe for success, take care of the ball. And then I think got to flex the muscles for those things that the Bears have done really well among other teams in this league. And the Bears are the 4th best offensive rebounding team in the league. Now, Arizona State is huge. In their 8 or 9 man rotation, they've got 6'11", 6'11", 7'1", 6'9", and they got a 6'8" guy who weighs 245 pounds. So they're big, but Baylor has been really good, notwithstanding that sort of length on the offensive glass. I think specialty points really matter today, and that is second chance points, particularly for Baylor, and then points off turnovers. Those are 2 keys in the game for both teams.
All right, very good. Keys to the game from Pat Nunley. We're going to tip it off and see how they play out as the Bears take on the Arizona State Sun Devils, opening game of this Big 12 tournament here in Kansas City. One final pregame break, then we're back with the starting lineups in the opening tip. Baylor and Arizona State coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new sports vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrists of Baylor Athletics.
Favorite jeans, favorite shirt. Got Connecticut sausage and I'm firing it up. Yeah, everybody knows that's how I get my grill on. You can smell that flavor up and down the road. It's a little taste of heaven, and everybody knows that's how I get my grill on. Connecticut sausage. It's just a little taste of that.
Join us April 23rd at the Texas Sports Hall of Fame in Waco for our next Lunch with the Legend, presented by Baylor Alumni Sports Outreach. Our special guest will be Hall of Fame former men's golf coach Mike McGraw as he steps into retirement. It's Thursday, April 23rd, beginning at 11:30 a.m., and tickets are available now by calling 254-710-8300. Join us as we hear from Coach Mike McGraw, presented by Baylor Alumni Sports Outreach.
This is Baylor men's basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
He's going to squeeze the air out of that basketball and celebrate a big-time Baylor win in the Farrell Center. Second-ranked Baylor all over number 6 Villanova today here in Waco. And Meyer will hold the ball, toss it high in the air. Baylor can celebrate a second straight Big 12 Conference championship.
And this ball game belongs to the Baylor Bears. The Baylor Bears.
This broadcast is brought to you by TFNB, your bank for life. The official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Nissan, innovation that excites. Lidman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Get ready. Tip-off is just moments away. Now, alongside Hall of Famer Pat Nunley, here is the voice of the Bears, John Morris.
And back with us courtside in Kansas City in the T-Mobile Center. Baylor and Arizona State starters being introduced. And Pat, this is a good time to talk about this ASB glass floor as they've just had the Baylor introductions. And it's a I would say a normal Big 12 looking floor, but for the introductions it becomes fully Baylor and green and a BU at midcourt and the players' names on the court as they're introduced.
And, unbelievable. We came in and we've heard all this, all this hype about this floor, and I'm looking at it, it's gray, it's kind of drab, has all the right lines. And then when you and I came back on the air, they lit this thing up, and it is something to see. Right now you've got the big Sun Devil in the middle, and the floor is completely maroon, I guess, the official color for the Sun Devils. It is really something to see. And I just thought I was going to have to kind of ease into it. Well, you don't ease into this.
Right.
I mean, boom, there it is.
Yeah. Man, really cool. So first year, asbglassfloor.com is the website if you want to see more. But just turn on a TV and you'll see what it looks like here. Let's give you our starting lineups, brought to you by Baylor Scott & White, Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics. bringing the home team advantage to Central Texans. For the Arizona State Sun Devils, they are the number 12 seed in the tournament, 16-15 overall, 7-11 in the Big 12, a game ahead of Baylor during the regular season. Point guard is a good one. Pat talked about him. Maurice Mo Odom, 6'2 senior from the Bronx, played at Pacific and Pepperdine, averaging 17.7 points per game and 5.7 assists per game. Top 10 in both those categories for Mo Odom. Two guard is Noah Mayusin, 6'5 sophomore from Belgium. Then a big, tall front line, Santiago Truitt, 6'11 sophomore. Also, Andrija Grebovic, 6'11 junior. And Masamba Diop, 7'1 freshman from Senegal, number 2 in the Big 12 in block shots, behind only Flory Badunga. So, big front line for Arizona State. Bears starters become very familiar the last few weeks. Obi Agbam, Isaac Williams in the backcourt. Tunde Yesufu named yesterday the Big 12 Co-Player of the Week and Co-Newcomer of the Week for the final week of the regular season. He's averaging 17.2 points per game in his true freshman season. Cameron Carr, Baylor's leading scorer, 6th leading scorer in the league, 18.2 points per game. And Caden Powell, homegrown Caden Powell, a senior, transfer from Rice in the post for the Bears. 5 starters for Coach Scott Drew in his 23rd season as head coach at Baylor. Won his 500th game of his coaching career on Saturday in the win over Utah. He's Baylor's all-time winningest coach and coach of the 2021 national champions. Our starting lineups brought to you by Baylor Scott & White, Southwest Sports Medicine and Orthopedics. From injury prevention to enhanced recovery, team up with us to get back in the game.
John, we've talked about the international flavor of college basketball this season. I'm looking at the starting 5 for Arizona State. You got Odom from the Bronx in New York. Then you got a guy from Belgium, Argentina, Montenegro, and Senegal.
Wow.
So those international pro players have said, you know, the money's not bad over here, but I can make a lot of money playing college basketball. I'm going to the States.
Wow. All right, Bears in the road green uniforms. They're the lower seed. Arizona State in the gold with the maroon numerals and lettering. Doug Sermons puts the ball in the air, couple of taps of the ball, and Baylor controls it. We are underway. Opening game of the Big 12 tournament here in Kansas City, Baylor and Arizona State. Bears shoot to the basket to our left here in the first half. Obi Agbam feeds Isaac Williams, drives in, cut off by Diop under the basket, looking to pass it out of there. Does, but it's kicked. Or not kicked, but hit by Arizona State, and a steal by the Sun Devils. And into the front court, Chance Moore says that's a foul on Baylor's Obi Agbam.
Yeah, and at the other end of the floor, Maurice Odom is down. I'm not sure what caused him to go down, but he is slow to get up, and now he's going to trot over to the Arizona State bench.
I did not see what happened there. The ball got knocked away, and Odom was in the middle of that fray. It's another thing about this glass floor. You know as well as anybody what it's like when you skid on the floor.
Yeah.
Sometimes get floor burns. What happens if you slide on a glass floor?
Yeah, I don't know. We're going to find out because these guys are going to get horizontal a lot today.
Foul was actually on Tunde Yesufu away from the ball, so his first, team's first, and Arizona State inbounds the ball right in front of us. Near side court, gold uniforms, they shoot to the basket to our right. Pass the ball to Diop way outside. He'll turn and shoot to avoid a shot clock violation. Not his game, missed it. Bears run it up the floor, pass to Powell, gets knocked away, he gets it back, and he dunks it.
Yeah, that was going to be the Bears' second turnover in as many possessions in this game, but somehow they recovered and end up with a dunk by Powell.
2-0 Baylor lead over Arizona State. Mayusin bounces for Diop in the paint, off his hands, picked up by Truitt under there. Truitt wheels around Tunde Yesufu, and his reverse layup is good.
Yeah, Diop is 7'1", and that's a problem for the Bears. In fact, when these two teams met earlier in Waco, that length of Arizona State really bothered Baylor until like the last 5 minutes.
2-2 game, minute and a half in. Bears and Sun Devils. Here's Isaac Williams dribbling on the perimeter, right side. Passes back out to Carr. Carr, straightaway three is no good, left iron. And the rebound pulled down by Santiago Truitt. Puts the ball in the hands of their point guard, Maurice Mo Odom. Odom runs the show, no question about it. Left side it goes to Mayusin. His three is no good. Rebound Yesufu for the Bears.
Yeah, great defensive rebounding position by Carr.
Here's Carr, gets the feed from Yesufu up the floor. He is fouled by Truitt. Truitt turns and voices his displeasure to his teammate, Jop. Not so much on the call, but the foul on Truitt, his first.
That's one thing the Baylor coaching staff has said in the scouting report is you have got to win the transition battle in this game. You can tell early both teams are looking to really push it up the floor. Transition defense for both teams is going to be at a premium.
So Cam Carr at the free throw line. First personal on Arizona State. First free throw of the day. This one rims out by Carr. 78.5% free throw shooter in Big 12 play. They shot free throws well Saturday. They did everything well Saturday against Utah, didn't they?
Yeah, well, that's a good way to finish regular season and get ready for this tournament. Second one by Carr is good, and the Bears will force a little bit of pressure in the backcourt. I say a little bit. I mean, it's full-on pressure.
3-2 lead for the Bears. Mo Odom breaks that pressure, jets into the front court. Odom, not a big guy, checks in at 6'2", and Arizona State does not give you the weights of their players. Grebevic on the right side. Dribbles to the baseline right, working against Carr. Boy, he's pushing with that arm bar. Turnaround jump hook is good by Grebevic.
That's a good play by Grebevic, and that's really not a comfort area for him on the floor. In fact, 70% of his shots have been threes. That one was from the deep low post.
For a 4-3 lead for the Sun Devils over the Bears. 17-20 and counting first half. Bears in the road green uniforms. Bears on the front, name and numeral on the back. Here's Yesufu working against Truitt. Looking to get into the paint, does so. Head fake, shot up, no good, too strong. Nice head fake, didn't draw contact, but he missed the jumper. Arizona State with the ball. Odom flips it left side to Mayusin. Mayusin gives to Jop. Passes back outside, almost threw it into the back court. Now to Truitt on the left side, spins against Williams to the baseline. Jump hook short, no good. Isaac Williams gets the rebound. Good rebounding position for Williams. Takes it all the way. Into the paint, back to Carr for three. It rims out, no good.
Yeah, and that's a fairly quick shot, but it was out of their transition offense. Williams had gotten the ball to the Big 12 logo in the lane and immediately turned around and kicked it to Carr.
Couple of missed threes by Carr in the early going. Bears trail by one. Mayusin left wing. Outside the arc, dribbles into the paint, turns, shoots, shot is good. That is Noah Mayusin from Belgium, averages 6 points a game, his first two today.
Yeah, and the Bears want Jop to handle the ball. He's got a lot more turnovers than he does assists, and he's got a mismatch pretty much every time he gets it on the offensive side. They'll almost let the ball go down there to him.
6-3 lead for Arizona State, under 16 minutes, first half. Here's Yesufu, clicks off an 17-footer baseline right that is no good. Rebound to Arizona State. Mayusin has it, top of the key. Looks to drive. Williams stays between him and the basket. Mayusin now dribbles out, top of the key, gives to Odom. Odom on the right wing. Odom working against Carr, drives, bounces off of Jop's hands and stolen by Carr. That's just what you were saying. He couldn't handle that pass. Here's Carr. Dribbles across the paint, ends up on the floor, ball out of bounds, last touch by Arizona State, and Cameron Carr is down on the floor.
Yeah, and one of the reasons Baylor has been really good over the last 6 games is their shot selection has improved dramatically. They're shooting fewer threes, which is good because they're not shooting them well, but they've been able to shoot a high percentage by getting good shots in the lane. Right now they're 1 for 5. They're taking quick shots and they're taking bad shots, and that's why they're shooting 20% from the floor.
And that's why they're trailing 6-3 here in the early going. 15:23 to play first half. Carr is up, being helped to the Baylor bench by men's basketball trainer Dave Snyder. So we'll check on him as we take a timeout. 15:23 first half. Arizona State leads Baylor 6-3 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every day, promoting compassionate care and integrity. They provide hands-on attention to their patients through a staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
We
grab somebody.
trucks.
Official.
We build something fast. 26 Toyota.
This game is on ESPN Plus, and ESPN National is showing WCC tournament with St. Mary's. It's just unreal, yeah.
Knows. The Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make moves. Built to roll punches.
Okay.
And to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today. Toyota. Let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for details.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Well, not an especially fast start for the Bears. As Pat said, they've missed 4 of their 5 shots from the floor, hit just the 1. Arizona State has hit 3 of 6. They lead Baylor 6-3 very early. You wonder about the psyche of the Arizona State team with all the rumors circulating around about their head coach, Bobby Hurley.
Yeah, it can't help, really. If you got a lame duck coach, and so much of success at this level in the Big 12 is your attitude and your emotional approach to the game, and I think they're having to work against that. Sometimes, John, it could have the opposite effect. Yeah. We saw Baylor go to K-State right after Coach Tang was let go, and K-State was great that night, so we'll see what happens in this one. Nothing official yet on the Hurley front, but still just a bad vibe in the program.
Out of the timeout, we'll see Dan Skillings Jr. enter for the first time today, 6'6" senior from Blackwood, New Jersey, transfer from Cincinnati. And also Michael Ratai is out there, 6'7" senior from Augsburg, Germany, transfer to Baylor from Oregon State. Baylor's ball out of the timeout. Williams feeds Yesufu, spins, reverse layup, good by Yesufu.
And John, it is not a coincidence that the Bears touched the paint on their first possession after immediate timeout. You could tell they just weren't doing that, and Coach Drew preaches that constantly. That ball has got to be.
State goes by Pig, 6'3" senior from midfield, Alabama. Also out there is Bryce Ford, 6'4".
Over, and I think it was Johnson took it right into his numbers. Somehow Williams got all ball on the block. In fact, Williams, the leading shot blocker in the country for players 6'1" or under.
How about that? That was a thing of beauty. And leads to the turnover on the shot clock violation by Arizona State. Bears ball down 1, 6-5 Arizona State. The Skillings now to Isaac Williams. Spins at the free throw line. Pulls up his dribble, gives it back outside to Yesufu. 4 to shoot. He's got to put it up. Shot no good. The 3 back iron. Rebound run out by Mo Odom. Give the Pig Johnson. Johnson lost the handle. He was picked up again by Isaac Williams. Yeah.
You know, and we talk so much about him being the best on-the-ball defender on this team, one of the better, I think, in the league, and it's because of plays like that. Charlie Melton, strength and conditioning coach, said pound for pound, he is the strongest player on this team.
How about that? Baylor's ball down low to Dan Skillings. Short shot hits the bottom of the rim. No good. Breakaway by Johnson. Goes out of bounds, last touch by Arizona State.
Yeah, and since that last media timeout, Arizona's turned it over 3 times. So the Bears defensively have stepped it up and now waiting for their offense to catch up as well.
Bears down 1, inbounding on their baseline. Inbounds it comes to Yesufu outside. He gets the ball to Ratai. Now to Obi Agbum. To Ratai. He'll shoot a 3. It's no good. Left side of the iron. Long rebound. Pig Johnson has it for ASU. Give it to Mo Odom into the front court. Across the Big 12 tournament logo that's currently on the floor here. 3 instead lobs for Jop. Turnaround jump hook is good by the 7'1" Masamba Jop.
And that's the problem. I mean, the Baylor coach
on the perimeter, looks to drive, kicks left side to Agbum. Agbum on the baseline. He'll jump, shoot, missed it. Loose ball tipped.
Get extra shots. Offensive rebounding will do it.
Williams to Agbum, head fake, step back, 3, no good. Skillings the offensive rebound and the putback.
So that's 2 offensive rebounds and a second chance bucket in that 1 possession up the floor. That's really Baylor basketball at its best.
That's hustle right there. The offensive rebounds lead to the bucket that pulls Baylor within 1. down 8-7 to Arizona State. Here's Bryce Ford, top of the key. Ford working against Skillings. Drives right side of the paint, back outside. He gives the ball to Truitt. Now a three, left side, quick three, up and in by Pig Johnson.
Guy's been really good over the last 5 or 6 games. He's the 6th man for Arizona State and not known to be a great three-point shooter, just around 31% in the league, but he drilled that one.
Had 20 against the Bears in that 5-point Baylor win in Waco over Arizona State on February 21st. Here's a drive by Williams, left the ball short, front iron, shot no good. He got all the way to the rim and it wouldn't fall. And here's Johnson getting to the rim and laying it in. That's going to lead to a Scott Drew timeout.
Yeah, that's transition defense. Johnson changed directions. You can't meet him at the rim. You got to meet him at the top of the key.
Scott Drew timeout, full timeout. Will step aside with 11:26 on the clock, first half. Arizona State has hit their last 3 shots. Bears have missed 6 of their last 7. Sun Devils lead the Bears 13-7 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage led by expert industry knowledge and a commitment to community. With kindness and integrity at the forefront, every agent is equipped to help you navigate the market and make the real estate journey your own. Whether buying or selling, feel supported with an award-winning agent at your side from first offer to contract and close. Magnolia Realty serves cities in .com. Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
Work.
Bears trail Arizona State 13-7, 11:26 in the first half. Opening game of the Big 12 tournament, and a nice contingent of Baylor fans, Pat, across the way, most of whom are right behind the bench.
Yep, we see Paul Foster and Richard Suttle, a couple of my college buddies, who, as you would expect, are front row center here in the arena, and then Linda Livingstone and Brad Livingstone, who we had breakfast with this morning, are here.
Nice. Megan Beard and the Beard Boys are over there. Did you see Truitt's overalls? He's got the overalls on.
I haven't seen him yet.
He'll get on TV at some point with those green and gold stripes.
He has a knack for that, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. He was born into it. You know who else is here? Pat, among the Baylor contingent, Drew Barrett is here. Came down, said hi to us before the game, and let us know this is the 50th consecutive conference basketball tournament he's gone to. That goes back to Southwest Conference 1976.
Yep, that's
How
right.
about that?
Yeah, I mean that's a fan.
That is
a basketball
dedication.
fan. And he's got one of the best seats in the house, and he deserves that.
Yeah.
Think about that stretch.
Yeah, 50 years. See if is he close?
He is.
We may see if we can get him on with us. But Drew Barrett, congratulations, 50th consecutive conference basketball tournament for Baylor. All right, Bears ball coming out of the timeout. Down 13-7. Backcourt pressure by Arizona State, and I think they just threw it away, or?
Yep, well, they tried to inbound it to James Najee, who just came into the game, and he just couldn't handle the pass. Teams are going to press Baylor. Arizona State came out of that media timeout, full court press. This has been a turnover-prone team, and Arizona State's trying to take advantage of that.
All right, so turnover Bears. Arizona State has it their end of the floor. Top of the key. Rainbow three is good by Andrija Grebovic.
And 70% of his shots, his field goals this season, the guy's 6'11", have been threes.
9-point lead for Arizona State, 16-7. 11 minutes on the clock, first half. Here's Carr off the curl. He hits the three. First made three today by Baylor.
Yeah, just had to see one go down. That is 2 of Baylor's last 8 now have gone in. Shot selection by the Bears has not been good. That's why they're shooting just 29%.
16-10 now. Bears trail by 6. Sun Devils 3. Rat-a-tats in. Mayusin, that one literally rat-a-tatted on the rim and fell through for him.
Yeah, and scouting report again said no rhythm shots for Arizona State. Well, those are back-to-back rhythm shots, and that's 6 in a row. In fact, Arizona State's made 5 of their last 5.
And a turnover by Baylor at the other end. That's 3 turnovers by the Bears. That's as many as they had in the whole game against Utah. Gives the ball to the Sun Devils. Here's a push and a foul. It's on Baylor's James Najee, his first personal foul. Second team foul on the Bears. Just a sort of a disjointed start for the Bears. You know, they just hit on all cylinders so well against Utah. It's not that way right now, at least to start this game.
No, particularly on the defensive side.
Inbounds to Ford, his three, no good. Rebound, Mikey Ratai. Ratai the outlet to Carr, give to Isaac Williams. Into the paint, give back to Ratai. Ratai right elbow, gives it back to Williams. Drives, pass, tried to pass it out, stolen away, turnover Bears. Layup at the other end is good by Trevor Best.
Yeah, that's another fast break bucket for Arizona State. And now Arizona State has really spread the floor. They're forcing Baylor, really got Baylor sped up on its offensive end, and that is turnover number 4 against the Bears. 5 points for the Sun Devils off those turnovers.
21-10 is the lead for Arizona State. Here is Cam Carr knifing to the bucket. He goes to the floor in a heap. He is fouled. He'll have 2 free throws coming. Pat, the Bears down 11. That is their biggest deficit here in the first half.
Yeah, and I said before the game, specialty points, you want to call them those, that, second chance points and points off turnovers, and those are big stats for both teams right now. Arizona State is making the run they're on, a 13-3 run, because they are forcing turnovers, live ball turnovers that they're converting to buckets at the other end.
Foul was on Alan McCabe, 6'8" grad student from Belgium. Played at UMKC, Oakland, now Arizona State. Puts Cam Carr at the free throw line, and his first one is good. Another one coming for Cam Carr. Looking for his 6th point here in the first half. And he's got it with 2 made free throws.
You know, at some point the offense is going to come together. Arizona State doing a really good job keeping the Baylor guards out of the seams, and it's really hard to score if the ball's not in the paint.
Here's Baylor trapping in the backcourt, trying to throw it off a Baylor leg. It is saved in bounds, still a break, and a 10-second call. So the Bears, with that backcourt pressure, forced the turnover.
Yeah, I was wondering when they were going to make the call, because the ball really never got past the free throw line at the far end of the floor. Great pressure by the Bears, and both teams are going with up-tempo kind of pressure, full court pressure, and it's not token. Both teams are looking to create turnovers. Bears force one there.
So Baylor ball down 21-12, 9:19 to play, first half. It's an Arizona State team that finished a game ahead of the Bears in the regular season Big 12 standings. Inbounds to Skillings, right under the bucket. Couple of head fakes, then he puts it up and in.
That's just their underneath out of bounds play. They ran it beautifully, and Skillings was wide open. Now, it got pretty congested in there as soon as he caught it.
21-14 is the lead. Arizona State down the floor. Nobody on Andrija Grebovic, and he hits a three-pointer.
Yeah, he's a 35% three-point shooter, and there's just no reason that he gets that wide open. I mean, it was not a Baylor player within 15 feet of him.
10-point lead again for Arizona State, 24-14, 8:44 on the clock, first half. Here's Obi Agbam back out there, drives in, he is fouled. Not a shooting foul, third personal on Arizona State. Clock stops showing 8 minutes, 40 seconds before halftime.
Yeah, well, that's the kind of play that the Baylor guards need to make. And I know we say that a lot, but we don't say it half as much as Coach Drew is saying it to the team. Got to have paint touches. Get to the free throw line. When you're not shooting the ball well, you got to score some other way. It's free throws, and it's off of offensive rebounds.
That was on Mo Odom, his first. Inbounds to Skillings. Gives to Yesufu, drive in, layup, partially blocked, no good. Arizona State runs it the other way. Here's Pig Johnson, he'll launch a three and hit it. Arizona State is feeling good right now. A three by Johnson. They lead by 13 over Baylor.
Yeah, to the tune of 5 out of 8. This is a 32% three-point shooting team. That really is not their game, but they have found a rhythm on that side of the floor early, and they lead by 13.
That's a timeout called by Scott Drew. Second called timeout in this first half by Coach Drew. Comes with 8:15 to play before halftime. Our score, Arizona State 27, Baylor 14. You're listening to Baylor Bear basketball from the Big 12 tournament on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Slam Dunk Cash with First Central Credit Union. Create a full court press with First Central's free checking that pays you cash back and refunds fees from other banks' ATMs. Enjoy free reward checking and be the MVP of a new cashback season. It's an easy bank shot. Apply online at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team.
Everything we do, it's true. We do for you.
Eligibility and qualifications apply. Member NCUA.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the Phillips 66 Big 12 basketball tournament in Kansas City, downtown Kansas City, Mo, in the T-Mobile Center. And the Bears trail Arizona State 27-14. Pat, not the start you would hope against the Sun Devils.
Well, when these two teams met earlier in Waco, Baylor shot it at 50, for the game, 56% overall, and they made 44% of their threes. Arizona State has flipped the script in this game. They've made 69% of their shots and 63% of their threes, and it's kind of funny how that works. You're making shots and the other team's not, and you're on a bit of a heater, which is where Arizona State is right now. Go up 13. Right now with 8:15 to play in the first half, they're just trying to keep that lead within striking distance, keep it manageable by halftime, and at some point some shots are going to fall. But I think, John, it's really a matter of getting the ball where it needs to be. Bears are shooting a lot of threes, and sometimes they're one-pass threes. Cameron Carr can get away with that occasionally, but that's really not sustainable against a team like Arizona State shooting the way they are right now.
Interesting old school style box scores.
I like it
to us during the timeout.
I like
we haven't seen
old school
one like this in a while. But it does point out the deficiencies for the Bears shooting 0 for 8 from three-point range. That's not right. We've got a three-pointer. Oh, this was an old box score. That's why. Baylor has 1 3 made by Cameron Carr, but they trail by 13, 27-14.
Yeah, and usually the Bears pretty good coming out of a timeout when they've got the ball, and they do need a bucket here. Just got to find something in their half-court sets that work for them. Now, it's easier said than done because we talked about the length of Arizona State. You can get past your guy, get the ball in the lane, and you still got a lot of work to do with that length.
So Baylor's ball out of the timeout, down by 13, their biggest deficit here in the half. Isaac Williams gives to Cam Carr. 8-minute mark, first half. A long three by Carr, no good. Out of bounds. 3 Arizona State players had it surrounded, went out of bounds off of Alan Mukeba.
You know, that's not a bad shot. That's a shot Carr has the green light to take, but I'm not sure that's the one they wanted coming out of the media.
Usually you can see exactly what they talked about in the media timeout play out. Bears the inbound on the baseline. Carr has it deep left corner, into the paint, spins, runner, no, tip, loose ball, and out of bounds. Out of bounds, they say, off of Carr. Carr immediately signals review, and then Chance Moore immediately says, my mistake, I signaled the wrong way.
Yeah.
It's Baylor's ball.
Quickest review of all time.
Yeah, that's
right.
There. If they could only all be that quick.
Yeah, well, but that's a good look that time. That was Carr backing his guy down, getting the ball into the low post where he's as good as anybody.
Inbounds to Carr. Three right corner is good by Cam Carr.
And that's what they needed. Coming out of that timeout, first possession, not really what they wanted. That time they stayed on that end of the floor, just kept it alive till they finally got the three down. Needed it.
27-17 is the lead for Arizona State. Johnson looks to answer his three, in and out, no good. But an offensive rebound and put back by Grebovic for two.
Yeah, first, second chance bucket of the day for Arizona State. This is a good, not a great rebounding team, Sun Devils. But that ball took a kind of a funky bounce off the rim on the miss.
They are next to last in the league in rebound margin in Big 12 games. That was an offensive rebound and a putback for two that puts the Sun Devils up by 12. And at the other end, a foul is called on Trevor Best. He fouls Cameron Carr. So first personal on Best. That's the fourth team foul on the Sun Devils.
You know, this time of year, you get down to about an 8-man rotation. Most teams do. Arizona State's really more at 9. Sometimes they're going to run 10 in and out. We've got a really strong bench.
Jop is back in there. Inbounds to Yesufu right under the bucket. He has an easy bank-in basket.
And that's the third time in the game the Bears had scored on their underneath out-of-bounds play. That time Yesufu made it look really easy.
29-19, 10-point lead for the Sun Devils. Drew at top of the key. Nearly lost it, did lose it. Tunde Yesufu takes it away, drives by the defender and lays it in.
He had 6 steals in Baylor's last game. One of the best defensive players in the league. He gets deflections. He's able with his strength to reach in and get ball and take it away as he did that time from the guy he's guarding.
29-21. Bears climb within 8. May not sound like much, but they've been down by as much as 13. Here on the perimeter, and Isaac Williams and Musamba Jop get tangled up. He's given up about a foot there to the 7-1 Jop. The foul is called on Isaac Williams.
You know, there is so much to playing ball screen defense. And if you're a player like Powell, you've got to do it. Do you go above? Do you go below? Do you hedge? Do you ice? Looks pretty easy out there, but it's a complicated, you just got a lot of options there, and you got to get it right against the guards that Arizona State has.
Yeah, and you're right. The foul is on Caden Powell, his first. Here's Johnson launching another three. It's no good. Rebound Obi Agbo. So they have cooled off for the moment from three-point range. The Sun Devils have. Nice pass. Obi Agbum to Caden Powell. Fired it underneath for the dunk. Timeout, Arizona State.
And since that last media timeout, the Bears' shot selection has increased and their shooting percentage has gone way, way, way up. It's really just a matter of getting the shots that the offense can create for you. And good example there. Agbum pulled the defenders from the baseline up to the top. And then Caden Powell, with a really nice back cut, finishes with a dunk.
It's a 6-0 run by the Bears, who've hit their last 4 shots from the floor. And the lead is cut to 6 now, 29-23. Arizona State up on Baylor. 6:01 to play before halftime.
Yeah, it was a 13-point lead at the 8:25 mark. So in a matter of just a couple of minutes, the Bears have put a nice run together. They made their last 4 shots. It's a 6-0 run. And we said at that last break when the Bears were down 13, got to keep that lead within striking distance, keep it manageable, and Bears have gained a lot of ground in not much time.
29-23, Sun Devils lead the Bears. Baylor won the one and only meeting during the regular season this year with Arizona State. It was in Waco. 73-68, Bears won that one. Here's some backcourt pressure and a turnover by Arizona State. Ball went through the hands of one of the Sun Devils and right to Obi Agbum. He shot a 3, no good, but out of bounds off of Baylor.
Yeah, and that's the 6th turnover against Arizona State.
This is going to be a foul.
Yeah.
On the Sun Devils, trying to get the ball in bounds, an offensive player control foul.
And it's Isaac Williams that drew the charge. I tell you, if you're a guy with the ball, you do not want to be guarded by Isaac Williams. And obviously, the guy they want the ball inbounded to is Odom. And Odom's having a rough night. We said one of the keys of the game, control him, make him earn everything he gets. He has not taken a shot in this game thus far.
Wow, how about that? And he's got 2 fouls. That's his second personal. So the Bears are inbound, trailing 29-23 on a 6-0 run. Carr, left wing, gives to Isaac Williams, drives into the paint, floater short,
nice.
Got it back and put it in.
It's an offensive rebound and a putback by Isaac Williams. He knew that first shot he took was going to be short, and he was chasing it as soon as it left his hands. No better rebounder on the floor than the guy that just shot it and knew it wasn't going in.
8-0 run by Baylor to pull within 4, 29-25. Arizona State leads the Bears. Here on the right wing is Bryce Ford, gives to Masamba Chop, top of the key. He's going to put the ball on the floor, drive on Powell, turnaround jumper is good.
That's a nice play by Jop, but that's what you want him to do. You want him to catch the ball a little bit out of his comfort zone and make him make a play like that. He does not handle the ball well.
It's 31-25, Arizona State the lead. Tunde Yesufu will shoot a 3 over Truitt, and it is no good, rebounded by Pig Johnson.
That's not the shot they wanted.
Johnson drive, left-hand layup is good. So just like that, an 8-0 run by the Bears. Arizona State has scored the last 4 to go back up by 8.
You know, and Coach Drew, as the team is walking the ball up the floor, is saying, move it, get into the half court, and make a lot of action happen away from the ball.
33-25, Bears down. Yesufu, left corner to Williams for 3.
Wow.
It's good by Isaac Williams.
A 51% three-point shooter in conference play. And this is a guy, John, when we saw him last July, was not even a threat to shoot a 3. Now he's the most accurate three-point shooter on the team.
How about that? Pulls Baylor within 5, 33-28. Sun Devils on top. Dribbling on the perimeter is Ford, gives to Jop way out there. He's directing traffic. Oh, he'll shoot a 3. Jop's 3 is no good, but the rebound by Truitt, and he puts it up and in.
And that's exactly what Baylor wanted Arizona State to do. Get the ball in the hands of Jop and let him go to work. That's a shot that he's not going to make very often, but you've got to finish a defensive, first shot defense really good. You got to follow that with a defensive rebound.
35-28, 3 by Agbum, shot no good. Rebound Arizona State, Pig Johnson into the front court, all the way to the rim, shot no good. Loose ball, rebound Carr. Carr the run out for the Bears. Baylor trailing by 7. 3 minutes, 22 seconds to go, first half. Carr drives into the paint. Ball knocked away, out of bounds. Jop touched it last. It'll be Baylor's ball following a timeout. Timeout comes with 3:18 to play before halftime. Our score, Arizona State 35, Baylor 28. You're listening to Baylor Bear basketball from the Big 12 tournament on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Looking for a fun night out with family or friends? Head to Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark and catch Baylor baseball this season. Single game tickets are on sale now, starting at just $5 for general admission seating. Or stop by the ballpark for $2 Tuesdays, featuring discounted concession items plus $2 off general admission tickets. Grab your seats now at BaylorBears.com/tickets, and we'll see you at Baylor Ballpark.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway, right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom. Be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new Sports Vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrists of Baylor Athletics.
Baylor fans, ready to keep it cool this season? Ice and Easy delivers premium ice lightning fast. From tailgates to restaurants, construction sites, concerts, and races, Ice and Easy has you covered. Game day or work day, keep your drinks cold and your spirits bold. Ice and Easy, we deliver, you chill. Proud supporter of the Baylor Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Well, a challenge occurred during that timeout, and the call was reversed. So it'll be Arizona State's ball when play resumes. That was that play where the ball went out of bounds. They called initially it was out of bounds off Jop, but on review it went out of bounds off, I guess, Cam Carr right there. So it'll be Sun Devils ball, 3:18 to play. Sun Devils leading Baylor 35-28.
Well, we're at the under 4 media timeout, and at the under 8, Baylor was down by 13, so they've gained some ground. They've cut the lead to 7. And since that last media timeout, the Bears have forced 4 Arizona State turnovers. Bears have made 6 of 12 shots. So right now, the shot selection has gotten a little bit better, actually a lot better. And the Bears are climbing back into this game because of that. Last 3:18 to play of the half, particularly in a game where you haven't played well, momentum has not been on your side. You can finish the first half and feel really good about the first half when you go into the locker room at halftime and prepare for the second.
You know, the game in Waco, Baylor won it 73-68. They trailed by 8 at halftime.
Yep.
So Arizona State had a really good first half in Waco. And then the Bears turned it on and eventually won by 5.
Yeah, and shot it really well. I don't think they have to shoot it the way they did in that game, 56%. They made, I think it was 45% of their threes. But still, and it's not a matter of making every shot. It's just get better shots, and then statistically, the numbers will bear that out.
So here we go back to play. Sun Devils basketball coming out of the timeout. Give it to Mayusin. He runs jets into the front court. Baylor back defensively. They set up in the half court. 3:08 and counting. First half, 35-28. Sun Devils lead the Bears. Baylor has an 8-2 all-time series advantage over Arizona State. Jumper baseline left by Ford is no good. Rebound, Mikey Ratai. Give the Carr into the front court. Underneath, intended for Ratai. Off his hands, turnover, Bears.
You know, it's a really good look from Carr. He pulled the defense up away from Ratai and put it right where it needed to be. Ratai just couldn't handle it.
That's 6 turnovers by Baylor here in the first half. That's double what they had the entire game in the win over Utah on Saturday. Sun Devils have it back. Grebovic, a 3. It is short, just barely clipped the front iron. And then the ball goes out of bounds. Ratai can't grab it, and he loses it out of bounds.
You know, in his defense, it's hard to rebound an air ball.
Yeah.
And that one didn't hit rim, obviously, and just hit Ratai in a spot he wasn't ready for it. He's thinking more defensive rebounding position than he is actually grabbing the ball, and never got his hands on it.
So Arizona State to inbound on their baseline. 2:24 before halftime. Underneath, out of bounds, right under the basket. Turnaround jump hook is good by Santiago Truitt.
Yeah, Bears got to make a little bit of a run here by the half, 2:14 to go in the half, but you got to get stops as well. I mean, that last 3 minutes of the first half is critically important.
37-28, 9-point lead. Here's a turnover by Baylor. Here's a breakaway, and Grebovic will dunk it at the other end.
And that's a live ball turnover. Arizona State's gotten more than their fair share. That is now 7 turnovers, and that is the 9th point off those turnovers for Arizona State. So 9 of their 39.
Ooh. Bears had it to 7-point deficit. It's back to 11. Here's Isaac Williams, drives into the paint, off-balance runner, no, but a whistle and a foul. Isaac Williams will get free throws, 2 of them for the Bears.
Good job by Williams. And that's one thing you can count on him to do, is break a defense down and just make something happen. And he rarely takes too many dribbles. I mean, he dribbles with purpose. Every time it touches the floor, he's just trying to create something. And that time he works his way to the line.
So Isaac Williams, 62.5% at the free throw line in Big 12 play. First one rat-a-tats out, no good. He had 14 points, 1 rebound, 5 assists in the win over Arizona State last month.
He's been so good, averaging around 16 a game over the last 5 or 6. Has a 3-to-1, actually almost a 4-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio during that span as well.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. The assist-to-turnover ratio. And some backcourt pressure by Baylor.
Yeah, timeout called by Arizona State. because the player who took the ball in bounds, I think it was Mueson, was in jail immediately in the corner and called a timeout to avoid the turnover.
So shooting for the Bears, still struggling there. Now 39% overall for Baylor, 23%, 3 of 13 from three-point range. Arizona State at 61% in the first half, 42% from beyond the arc, 5 of 12. Sun Devils haven't shot a free throw yet in the first half.
Yeah, and Maurice Odom, who is their leading scorer and really one of the better point guards in this league, has yet to score. He's yet to take a shot. He's got a couple of rebounds, but he has 2 personal fouls, and so Coach Hurley is just going to sit him, avoid number 3. They really haven't needed him with his team, Hurley's team, up by 10 with a minute and a half to play in the half.
It's 39-29. Arizona State leads Baylor. You'd like to see, Pat, as you said, a nice run by the Bears to feel good about wherever they might be going in at halftime. Here's a breakaway inbounds to Johnson. Alley-oop to Jop. That doesn't make you feel good at all.
No, and you could see that coming. I mean, at about half court, it was a 2-on-1, Arizona State. They broke Baylor's pressure, and Jop was the guy on the far side filling that left lane. You just throw it near the vicinity of the rim, he's going to finish.
41-29 lead for Arizona State. Carr clicks off a triple, and it's good.
You know, again, that's a shot from way, way out. It looks a little bit quick, doesn't look like the shot you want, but it goes down, and he's got 12 of Baylor's 32 in the game.
Wow. Bears trail by 9, 41-32. Here's a drive. Mayusin slips down on the floor. We'll watch for those on this glass floor. He gets up, gets the ball back, and he hits a three-pointer from the right wing.
Yeah, he had dragged Caden Powell way out from the basket, and Powell is a really good defender, but that is a mismatch that favors Arizona State, and Mueson just drilled it.
44-32, 12-point lead for Arizona State. Final 30 seconds of the half. Carr looks to answer, and he does with another three, his 4th made 3 of the half.
Yeah, and he's just trying to hang in there. I mean, it's back-to-back threes by Carr, and both of those shots he took were shots that Arizona State feels like they defended pretty well.
44-35, Bears down by 9. Sun Devils can play for the final shot of the half here. Shot clock is off. 10, now 9 on the game clock. Jop, right wing. He'll launch a 3. It's no good. Rebound, Yesufu. And there's the halftime buzzer. So the Bears go in at halftime, trailing by 9 to Arizona State, 44-35.
Yeah, and it's better than it was at the 8.5-minute mark. It was a 13-point deficit, and then the Bears made a bit of a run, but just have not been able to consistently string together high-quality possessions and then get stops. But it could be a lot worse than it is right now at halftime.
So halftime in the first game of the 2026 Big 12 basketball tournament. Arizona State leads Baylor 44-35. Stay with us. We're back to begin our Bluebonnet Health Services halftime report in a moment on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
I'll be back.
Okay.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas. Every line, weld, and seal, shaped with the pride, heat, and strength that only Texas really knows. The Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today. Toyota. Let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for details.
You're listening to live coverage of Baylor men's basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Now it's time for the Blue Bonnet Health Services halftime show. Brought to you by TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Blue Bonnet Health Services. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and urgent care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we break down the first half. Check in on scores and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Back with us at halftime from Kansas City. Welcome into the Blue Bonnet Health Services halftime report. Blue Bonnet Health Services. Your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Blue Bonnet. That'll give us all the first half stats in a moment. Bears trail at the half by 9, 44-35 to Arizona State. Hot shooting first half by the Sun Devils to take the 9-point lead. Check on Baylor athletics. Other events coming up or going on. Baylor baseball back in action tonight, hosting Sam Houston State at Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark. 6:30 first pitch tonight. For the Bears, they are 8-0 at home this season. Sam Houston tonight in their conference opening series in Waco this weekend. That is Friday, Saturday, and Sunday against West Virginia this weekend for the first conference series for Mitch Thompson and the Bears. Softball's in Florida for the week. Not spring break. They're busy. They're playing games. They'll play Stetson tomorrow. Then they'll play UCF, a 3-game Big 12 series Friday, Saturday, and Sunday in Orlando. And Baylor softball coming off a 3-game sweep of Iowa State at Getterman Stadium this past weekend. So softball looking to continue their undefeated play in the Big 12. In women's basketball, they bowed out of the Big 12 tournament here last Friday. They now await the selection show coming up this Sunday for women's basketball. They are most assuredly in the NCAA tournament, so just waiting to get the details of when and where they will go and open Big 12 tournament play. Good luck to Nikki Collin and Baylor women's basketball. Take a break here at halftime. Bears trail by 9 at the intermission. It's Arizona State 44, Baylor 35. First half stats when we come back. This is the Blue Bonnet Health Services halftime report. Blue Bonnet Health Services, your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Blue Bonnet. 44-35, Arizona State leads Baylor at halftime on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hey Baylor fans, Baylor softball season is currently underway. Come be a part of the action at Getterman Stadium all season long with single game tickets. With general admission tickets starting at just $8, there's no better way to enjoy elite college softball. And if you're coming with friends or family, group tickets are available for $5 each. Get your Baylor softball single game tickets now at BaylorBears.com/tickets.
Proudly serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage and a trusted neighbor, bridging expert industry knowledge with integrity and kindness. Known for their award-winning agents, Magnolia Realty understands the dynamics of making the real estate journey your own and the importance of trust from contract to close. You can find their local agents here in Waco and across the state, including in Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, and Temple. To get connected and learn more, visit magnoliarealty.com. Here's to home.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, We treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Baylor fans, ready to keep it cool this season? Ice and Easy delivers premium ice lightning fast. From tailgates to restaurants, construction sites, concerts, and races, Ice and Easy has you covered. Game day or work day, keep your drinks cold and your spirits bold. Ice and Easy, we deliver, you chill. Proud supporter of the Baylor Bears.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
First game of the Big 12 tournament. We're at halftime. Baylor trails Arizona State by a score of 44-35. Bears really struggled offensively to get something going. They finally finished with a bit of a flurry and shoot it in the first half at 42%. Bears have struggled at the three-point line. Started by making just one of their first 7. Come back to make 5 of 15 here at the half. They made 4 of 6 at the free throw line. Arizona State shot it really well, 62% from the floor. They made 47% of their threes. Did not get to the free throw line in the first half. Individual scoring looks like this. Cameron Carr single-handedly keeping Baylor in this game. He scored 15 of Baylor's 35 in the first half, 6 apiece for Isaac Williams and Tunde Yesufu. Both those guys pulled down a couple of rebounds. Williams with 4 assists in the first half as well. 4 points for Caden Powell. Obi Agbam missed all 4 of his shots, did not score in the first half, and then Dan Skillings, a couple of rebounds and 4 points in the first half. Arizona State got double-digit scoring from a couple of guys. Andreja Gerbovich with 12 in the first half, and 2 threes, made 5 of 6 overall, 2 of 3 at the three-point line for Gerbovich. 10 points for Pig Johnson. He's got 3 rebounds as well. Santiago Truitt with 6 points and 4 rebounds, leading rebounder in the ball game. And then 6 for Masamba Diop. Diop did not have a rebound in the first half. Interesting, Mo Odom, the leading scorer on this team, one of the better point guards in the league, did not take a shot in the first half. In fact, he played just 12 minutes. He had a couple of fouls early. He did turn it over 3 times in the first half, so an uncharacteristic first half for an 18-point per game score. Noah Moason with 8 points and then a bucket from Trevor Best to get Arizona State up to 44. Bears were out rebounded 16-14 in the first half. 6 of Baylor's 14 rebounds on the offensive end. They have 7 second chance points in the ball game. Bears turned it over 7 times, and Arizona State converted those into 9 points off turnovers. Baylor got 8 points off of 8 Arizona turnovers in the first half. And Bears finished the first half giving up buckets to Arizona State at a high rate. In fact, Sun Devils made 4 of their last 5 shots in the first half. Bench points favored Arizona State, as you would expect, 12-4 in that category, and Arizona State with 24 points in the paint compared to just 16 for the Bears. Arizona State with 8 fast break points to just 2 for the Bears, and a lot of those fast break points came off Baylor turnovers, and there's your points off turnovers in the first half. So Bears down by as many as 13 in the first half. That was at the 8:25 mark. They make a little bit of a run to close the half and find themselves down by 9 at halftime. See if the Bears can get it going and come out of the second half with a strong first 5 minutes, which is what they've typically done, particularly over the last 5 or 6 games. Second half right around the corner. See if the Bears can do it here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every day, promoting compassionate care and integrity. They provide hands-on attention to their patients through a staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services.
Yeah. It's April 23rd at the Texas Sports Hall of Fame in Waco.
Oh,
Presented by Baylor.
Oh, yeah.
Guest will be
Me either. And we'll get the next one.
Mike McGraw as he steps into retirement. It's Thursday, April 23rd, beginning at 11:30 a.m., and tickets are available now by calling 254-710-8300. Join us as we hear from Coach Mike McGraw, presented by Baylor Alumni Sports Outreach.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new Sports Vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrists of Baylor Athletics.
You've been listening to the Bluebonnet Health Services Halftime Show on the Baylor Sports Media Network. Brought to you by TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. Bluebonnet Health Services. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and Urgent Care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we get set for the second half action with the Baylor Bears. As we rejoin the voice of the Bears, John Morris, live from Courtside, bringing you the second half action and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
20 minutes to go in regulation. That wraps up the Bluebonnet Health Services halftime report. Bluebonnet Health Services, your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet. Pat, sometimes this is fun to do. Sometimes it's more fun than others. But let's look back at your keys to the game pregame. How did they play out in the first 20 minutes?
Well, we said, first of all, you got to make everything hard for Odom, and they did.
Yeah,
if you'd have told me before John, if you'd have told me
Yeah.
before the game that Odom would be scoreless in the first half and Baylor would be down 9, I would not have believed
Exactly.
it. And,
Didn't even take a shot.
Didn't even take a shot. This guy's the leading scorer on this team in conference play, averaging just under 18 points a game. So check, nice job there.
Yep.
And then we said they have to take care of the ball. I don't think they did that well enough. And Coach Drew probably not happy about that. Turned it over 7 times, which is above average, and gave up 9 points off those 7 turnovers. And they came at critical times when the Bears were knocking at the door, trying to make a run to finish the half, and just a turnover here and there, most of which ended up in points for Arizona State. So really didn't get it done there. And then felt like because it's a Big 12 game, Bears needed to really rebound the ball. They were out-rebounded in the first half. Bears have an advantage on the offensive glass. They were able to get a number of offensive rebounds. In fact, they got 6 of their 14 rebounds on the offensive side. They've got 7 second chance points, and that's big for them. But Arizona State was able to do the same thing, so it's really just a wash. So I think second half, first 3 to 4 minutes of the second half, I think, John, might define this game. And what the Bears need to do is set a completely different tone as we start the second half. Arizona State really punched a little bit above its weight in the first half. They made 46% of their threes. This is a 32% three-point shooting team coming in. You have to hope from a Baylor perspective that the percentages are just going to catch up with Arizona State in the second.
Well, and the turnover number, 8 by Arizona State in the first half. They had 23 in their loss to Iowa State on Saturday, 23. So you got to think that number might continue to go up if the trends continue. But down by 9 at halftime, it was a good shooting half by Arizona State as well.
It was, and both teams are turnover prone. Baylor has been. In fact, when Baylor has won games, they have not turned it over. Arizona State, same thing. So you see both coaches trying to really step up pressure. We saw successful full court pressure from each team in the first half.
All right, about to begin the second half here. First of 4 games today here in Kansas City. Utah and Cincinnati up next. 2 o'clock start time. Tonight's session, K-State and BYU, and then Oklahoma State and Colorado. This one has 20 minutes to play, and here we go. It's Arizona State's ball to begin the second half. Sun Devils shoot to the basket to our left in front of their team bench. Bobby Hurley is seated. for this second half. Grebevic has it on the perimeter. Gives to Truitt. Yesfu went for the steal, didn't get it. Runner, no. Follow-up is up and in by Grebevic.
It's another offensive rebound. That's why we said rebounding is a key in this game. You got to get stops. First shot defense by the Bears has been pretty good, really all season long. You just got to follow that first shot defense with a defensive rebound.
46-35. Arizona State leads by 11. Isaac Williams drives in, ends up on the floor. Shot no good. Sun Devils run the miss the other way. Mo Odom, shockingly, didn't even take a shot in the first half. He's their leading scorer, 17.7 per game. Here's Grebevic, spins on Isaac Williams, and Williams going to be whistled for a foul. Man, that's physical, isn't it?
It is.
I mean, he's putting his shoulder into him, arm bar, and then Isaac gets called for the foul.
Yeah, we talked about the significant length advantage that Arizona State has. They had, that time, Grebevic at 6'11", guarded by Isaac Williams at 6'1".
Inbounds for the Sun Devils. Jop has it outside the arc on the right side. Drives in on Obi Agbum. Cross-court pass, left corner. Truitt, nearly too tall. Now back outside to Odom with 5 to shoot. Odom, first shot of the day. Missed on the three-pointer, but an offensive rebound by Truitt, and he's fouled on the putback attempt.
Again, first shot defense, really good. Forced a shot from Odom. It was a quick one, and a shot that he's not going to make most of the time, but you've got to follow that with a defensive rebound. That's been a bit of an Achilles heel for this team all season long. Can't be in the remainder of this game.
Second personal foul on Tunde Yesufu. First team foul on the Bears here in the second half. I'm sorry, second on the Bears in the half. And Santiago Truitt shooting free throws. First one is good.
Kind of felt like Bears needed to land a punch early here. First 3 minutes of the second half. They've not done it yet. Sun Devils get another free throw here.
Truitt spells his name T-R-O-U-E-T. And he hits the second free throw. So Sun Devils come out, and they now lead by 13. And some backcourt pressure and a turnover. Long pass to Agbum off his hands, and Mo Odom takes it for Arizona State.
That's why the Sun Devils are pressing. You know this is a turnover-prone team.
Here's Odom, launches a three. It's no good. Ball out of bounds. Thought it was off of Jop, but it's not. It's off of Cam Carr, so it stays with Arizona State.
You know, and Odom took a long three quickly in the possession, and he got an earful from Bobby Hurley. I mean, he's another guy's kind of like Carr. He can make those shots, but when you're up the way they are, got to be more selective than that.
Maybe pressing a little bit after a scoreless first half. Here's a runner by Odom, no good. Rebound Bears. Up the floor is Cam Carr. To the center of the floor. Pull-up jumper is no good, rolled off. Caden Powell fights for the rebound, saves it inbounds. Three by Williams, no good. Chop the rebound for Arizona State. Chop to Odom, to Mayusin up the floor. Mayusin slips again. It's the guy that slipped a couple of times on this glass floor. Haven't seen anybody else. Mayusin gives to Santiago Truitt. 48-35, 13-point lead for Arizona State. They've outscored Baylor 4-0 to start the second half. Give to Jop, to Mayusin, to Truitt. Runner baseline left is good by Santiago Truitt.
And you can talk about rhythm. You can see rhythm in Arizona State's offense. That time, that ball was moving around the perimeter on the pass, not on the dribble, and they finished with a nice baseline jumper.
Pat, that is a 15-point lead for the Sun Devils. Here's Isaac Williams driving in, and his left-hand layup is good.
You know, sometimes that has been Baylor's best offense, is to give Williams just a head start with a ball screen and let him finish.
50-37, Bears trail by 13. 3 minutes in, second half. Mayusin looks for Truitt, lobs the ball to him. Yesufu has him defensively. Truitt to the baseline, jump pass, stolen away by Isaac Williams. Bears with the takeaway. Williams into the front court for the Bears. Bounces for Yesufu. Turnaround. Banker, no, but he's fouled. 2 free throws coming for Tunde Yesufu.
And that has been best offense at times for the Bears as well. To get Yesufu, you know, when the Bears have been trying to reconfigure and get guys in the right spot, one move they made, I thought, even though you think of Baylor offense as being sort of positionless, was to get Yesufu playing more of the 4 than the 3. because at the 4, he can get into scoring position in the low post, and he's been really good there. He doesn't shoot the 3 very well, but when he gets it around the rim, he's tough.
Tunde Yesufu shooting free throws for the Bears. First trip there today. All Big 12 honorable mention as a freshman. How about the freshman in the league this year?
Gosh.
I was talking to Brian Thornton earlier, the VP of basketball. Said, what about if we had an all Big 12 freshman team? How would they compete against other leagues? He said, I'd put them up against any other league's all-conference team, not just freshmen.
Yeah, I mean, the all-freshman team in this league, those guys are going to go top 15, 16 in the NBA draft. I mean, every one of them.
Unbelievable. 1 of 2 by Yesufu, who fits very nicely in that group. Bears trail 50-38 to the Sun Devils. 16:29 remaining. Bounce pass to Jop. Backing down Powell, jump hook, up and in by Masamba Jop.
Yeah, there's just no defense for that. And the scouting report said front the post and keep the ball from getting in there, because once it gets there, Jop is just automatic. The left shoulder hook.
Goes 7'1", hard to stop. Here's Yesufu, extra pass underneath to Williams. Trapped under the bucket, kicks it outside to Carr. 10 to shoot. Nice pass, Carr to Caden Powell for the right-hand bank shot.
Really nice pass. Bears' goal was, coming out of the halftime, was to win the first media. Doesn't look like they're going to be able to do that, but they're going to need to make a run here and start winning each media thereafter.
52-40, Bears down by 12. Here's a long 3 that is no good by Pig Johnson. Rebound, Isaac Williams to Carr in transition. 3, no good. Chased down his own miss. Tried to save it in bounds off a player, but it goes to Isaac Williams, and Williams is fouled. Now the officials, Christopher Merlot stops play. I think it was a clock issue.
Yeah, I think it was. And, John, we talk about how sometimes the best rebounder on the floor is the guy that shot it, knows it's not going in. We had a direct line behind Carr. When he let it go, it was clearly off right, and that ball barely hit the floor. He was all over it.
Yep.
Got the rebound. Thought he was going to go out of bounds, threw it back in to save it, and I'm not sure what happened after that. Probably just a look at the clock.
Yeah, Christopher Merlot, one of our 3 officials, he stopped the game. They've adjusted the clock. We'll tell you about it after a break. 15:30 to play, second half. Bears down by 12 to Arizona State, 52-40 on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Looking for a fun night out with family or friends? Head to Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark and catch Baylor baseball this season. Single game tickets are on sale now, starting at just $5 for general admission seating. Or stop by the ballpark for $2 Tuesdays, featuring discounted concession items plus $2 off general admission tickets. Grab your seats now at BaylorBears.com/tickets, and we'll see you at Baylor Ballpark.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
Everything we do for you. Slam Dunk benefits at First Central Credit Union. Tip off with free checking that pays cash, less fees, great rates, quick local loans, easy online applications, a free mobile app, secure remote control cards, 24/7 deposits, and more services at our ATMs, and a free new member t-shirt. Join today at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team. Everything we do for you.
Eligibility and application requirements apply. Member NCUA.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
15:28 on the clock as we come back. That's how the clock was adjusted. So 2 seconds. Pat, what Doug Sermons tell you? What they see?
You know, just a clock malfunction. When Williams caught the ball on the save by Cameron Carr, he said the sensor on their hip will vibrate when the clock is not running, when the clock stops. And when Williams caught it, the clock stopped. And so took a couple of dribbles, clock still stopped.
Yeah.
So they just killed the play. And he made a good point. He said it's helpful when you've got a spot in the possession where nothing is really happening. Now that's for a couple of seconds, but they were able just to kill it and get the clock right, and they've done it now. Baylor will get the ball back now with 17 on their shot clock.
Good to see Doug McNamee, Baylor's athletic director, here for Game 1 of the Big 12 tournament. We hope it's an extended stay. I keep thinking, Pat, about what Coach Drew told the team. The first game in the tournament is the toughest.
Yep.
And, man, we've seen that so far.
We have, and the idea, you're down at halftime, you win every media. Bears did not win the first media here. They went from a 9-point deficit at halftime to 12, which is where they are now.
It is Baylor's ball out of the timeout with 17 on the shot clock. They put it back in play. Dan Skilling's right wing. Into the paint, drives in, slips a little bit, dives to the floor to save the possession, and it's picked up by Arizona State. Mukeba gets the steal for the Sun Devils. Give to Maurice Odom. Back outside to Bryce Ford, now back to Odom. Bears come away without a shot after the stoppage of play to adjust the shot clock. Odom will drive in, lay it up and in. Went around Obi Agbum. First points today by Mo Odom, who averages 17.7 per game.
Yeah, he just caught Agbum flat-footed. There was a lot happening, screens and stuff out on the perimeter. Agbum lost control of Odom, looking for a screen that he thought he was going to have to fight over, and Odom was gone when he came back to it.
Nice pass. Obi Agbum finds Caden Powell under the bucket, and he dunks it.
12-point deficit. Bears right now just kind of trading baskets. I think if the Bears are going to have a chance to win this one, it's going to start on the defensive side of the floor. Bears need to start getting some stops.
54-42, ASU leads Baylor, 14-10 to play. Second half, a steal by Carr. There you go on the defensive end. Carr up the floor. Oh, ball knocked away by Mo Odom, and they say out of bounds off of Cam Carr.
Yeah, maybe a dribble or two too many that time by Carr. And when he gets it in the open floor, he's going to get a lot of attention. So when he took it left side of the floor and he delayed just a little bit and kept dribbling, he was attacked. There were 2 or 3 guys on him, and they just pulled the ball away from him, rolled out of bounds off his knee.
So turnover Bears. Arizona State has it back, leading by 12, 54-42. Here's Odom. Drives, kicks, gives to Pig Johnson. Johnson, the reverse layup, driving in on the right baseline.
You know, and those shots are really coming easily for Arizona State here in the second half. In fact, Sun Devils have made 5 of 10.
Wow. 56-42, 14-point deficit. There's a trail by as much as 15 in the second half. And here's an offensive foul. It's going to go against Arizona State.
I think it's going to be on Powell.
It's on Powell.
It is.
Powell, isn't it?
Yeah, he was trying to set a screen. It was a guy that was running baseline. He went down to set the screen, never got set, leaned a little bit on the screen, and the Bears, again, miss an opportunity. And this game, John's getting a little bit more separated than is comfortable for this team. This team can make a run, but down 14, and Arizona State has all the momentum in this game.
Absolutely they do. 56-42, and that foul on Caden Powell was his second of the day. Here's Jop, top of the key. Puts the ball on the floor, drives on Powell. Turnaround jumper, too strong. Loose ball knocked around. Finally, Dan Skillings controls it. Skillings all the way, and has it knocked away from behind, but he is fouled. You know, Skillings is a helter-skelter, hair on fire kind of guy, isn't he?
I find myself, when he's got the ball, got the loose ball, the rebound at one end, he's dribbling it to this end. I don't think I ever exhaled.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just holding my breath the entire time. But he ends up at the
2 points. He'll go to the bench. First free throw is good by Dan Skillings Jr.
You know, and he typically is the heartbeat of this team.
Yeah. Yeah, very much so. Their leading scorer, their leading assist man. A lot of times as Mo Odom goes, so go the Sun Devils.
Yeah, and he's not a big guy, but he's one of the best rebounding guards in the league. It's 4 rebounds a game.
Second one's good. 2 free throws by Dan Skillings Jr. It's 56-44. Pass up the floor, stolen away by Isaac Williams. They tried the long pass on the break. Williams took it away. Layup at the other end, no good by Williams. And now he knocks the ball away to Yesufu. His short jumper, no, but a foul.
Just unbelievable effort by Williams and Yesufu. They never quit on the play. The shot that Williams had was exactly what they wanted. Wouldn't go, kept it alive. Yesufu ends up with it, and now he'll go to the free throw line. Just crazy effort by those two guys.
Yeah, you said it right, never giving up on the play. You know, you can turn and run to the other end, but they didn't. They were scraping at the ball. Ended up in turnover. A foul on Truitt, that's his third, and puts Tunde Yesufu at the free throw line. First one is no good, off the right side. Tunde now 1 of 3 today shooting free throws.
Again, the idea, John, we're not far away from the under-12 media. Got to gain ground a little bit by every one of those, particularly now. Bears didn't win the first media.
Second free throw is good. 1 of 2 by Tunde Yesufu. It's 56-45. Bears trail by 11. Back court pressure by Baylor after the made free throw. This has led to some turnovers today. Underhand scoops it inbounds to Pig Johnson. Gives it to Bryce Ford. He's in a trap. Pass across the timeline to McCabe. There was one 10-second call earlier today on Arizona State. Johnson drives in right side. Shot completely ram-jammed out of bounds by Tunde Yesufu.
You know, Yesufu blocked that one with his armpit.
He did. That's not an exaggeration.
It's not. I mean, he was all over Johnson as Johnson tried to take it to the rim.
So ASU inbounding. Mayusin, the inbounder, gets it into Bryce Ford. 12 to shoot. Ford, a long three-pointer. He had a bit of an opening. He took it, and he nails the triple.
You know, that's from a guy who is a 22% three-point shooter in conference play. Scouting report says give him all of those he wants.
Equals the biggest lead of the day for Arizona State, 59-45. Yesufu into the paint, spin, shot, no. Toyota.
We don't just build trucks.
Right back.
Do what's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas. Every line, weld, and seal, shaped with the pride, heat, and strength that only Texas really knows. The Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today. Toyota. Let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for details.
Serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage led by expert industry knowledge and a commitment to community. With kindness and integrity at the forefront, every agent is equipped to help you navigate the market and make the real estate journey your own. Whether buying or selling, feel supported with an award-winning agent at your side from first offer to contract and close. Magnolia Realty serves cities including Waco, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, Temple. Learn more at magnoliarealty.com.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Our courtside camp today and all season long is brought to you by NextLink. NextLink, reliable high-speed internet for your home or business. Courtside cam, you say, what is that? Well, you're on a weekday and folks may be at work. Tap into your computer, go to the Baylor Athletics YouTube channel, and look for Courtside Cam, and there we are. There's Pat. There's one of the ushers who's with us right there. See, he's going to be in the shot all day long.
Has no idea he's on the Courtside Cam.
But tune it in, the next Courtside Cam presented by NextLink.
Well, John, 11:58 to go in this game. Baylor down by 14. Biggest deficit of the game. Now's the time.
Yeah.
Now you've got to start chipping away. And I think the goal is when you get to 5 to grind, which, you know, that game is really should be up for grabs at that point. I think the goal is get that lead, that deficit down to 5 or so, 5 or 6, and then you got a chance. But Bears have not gained any ground in the first 2 media timeouts of the second half. Trailed by 9 at halftime, and it's 14 now. And just It's a team that has looked fairly flat in this game, but you got to give Arizona State credit. Arizona State made 49% of their threes in the first half and dug the hole that the Bears have just not been able to come out of.
Well, and they are looking at a review during that timeout. I think this will determine possession of the ball. Baylor challenged it, and they have won the review. So it'll be Baylor's ball when play resumes.
Well, when the ball rolled out of bounds off of Yesufu, he immediately, or at least that was the call, he immediately gave the review signal, and good call by him. Now, John, you're looking for anything to give this team something to just hold on to. They'll come out of the media timeout with the ball, and that usually is a good sign. Coach Drew will have drawn something up during the timeout. The Bears can execute it. By the way, their underneath out-of-bounds play has been really good to them. They scored 3 times in the first half in that situation.
All right, see what they do here. Isaac Williams, the inbounder for the Bears. 11:58 on the game clock. 11 seconds on the shot clock. Williams looks, still looking, drops it into Mikey Ratai. Backs away from the paint area, gives to Carr. Carr, baseline right. He'll jump, shoot, missed it, left it short. Isaac Williams, the rebound.
Nice.
And the reverse putback.
What an unbelievable play by Williams. I mean, that ball was up for grabs. Anybody could get it, but he just exploded off the floor, got it, rolled back to his left, and shot a reverse layup.
4:59-47. Bears down by 12 with 11 and a half minutes to play. Big Johnson will drive in, gets a little separation from Ratai, and he banks it in from the right side.
Yeah, he was able to ditch Williams on a screen, and then it was Ratai that really just couldn't keep up with Big Johnson along the baseline.
61-47, the lead for Arizona State. Isaac Williams on the left side of the floor, gives to Ratai, and there's a push by Alan Mukeba. That'll be foul number, let's see, 4 on Arizona State. That'll get us to an official timeout. So the under 12-minute timeout comes here, 11:08 to be exact. Arizona State leads Baylor 61-47 from the Big 12 tournament in Kansas City here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new Sports Vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrists of Baylor Athletics.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Well, still waiting for Baylor to go into high drive here and kick in a run, trailing 61-47. Some notes from this team this season about Tunde Yesufu and Cam Carr, both over 500 points scoring. That's significant. First pair of 500-plus scores in a season in the same season since Darius Dunn and Epe Udo, the 09-10 season. So it's been a while since Baylor's had 2 500-plus scores in a season. And Carr right now are coming into the game 588 points. That's the most in a season since your man Vinnie Johnson in 77-78.
That's saying a lot.
That is. I
Yeah.
mean, that goes back a long way. that's what Cam Carr has done this season, and hopefully he's got some more in him today.
Well, they'll need to ride him if they're going to have a chance in this one. And Johnny had 15 at halftime. He has not scored in the second. Hard for the Bears to get where they want to get without Cameron Carr producing some points.
Yeah, he had 15 at halftime and has missed 3 shots so far here in the second half, has not scored. It's going to be Baylor's ball out of the timeout. Cam Carr will inbound far side of the court, right in front of the Baylor bench. TV says go, and here we go. Carr drops it inbounds to Isaac Williams. 15 to shoot, 11 minutes on the game clock. Skillings right wing, back outside to Williams. Williams, a couple of dribbles inside the arc, now to Skillings on the right side. He's going to drive, shot clock winding down, outside to Williams for 3, and he hit it as the clock expires.
And that was a great pass from Skillings, and that was a pass from the inside out. That's how you want those threes to be created. You don't play the game outside in, and that was a big one out of the media.
Just beat the shot clock, 61-50, Bears down by 11. Mukeba drives in. It's going to be a reach-in foul. And we'll see who gets ticketed for that one. Caden Powell will check back in. Mikey Ratai goes to the Baylor bench. Foul is called on Ratai. That is his first today.
And we talked about the lack of rim protection that the Bears really have suffered from. When you get a guy going to the rim, oh, now a quick steal from Skillings. I'll continue that thought.
All right, pass on the perimeter, a steal by Skillings. Bears bring it up, down by 11. Obi Agmam drives, running hook shot, no good, but Caden Powell, the offensive rebound. Give to Skillings, drives in, left side, and he lays it in.
And that's 5 points out of that last media timeout. And, John, now that deficit is down to 9.
61-52, Bears have it in single digits. But a whistle and a foul. Pig Johnson drives, and he is fouled by Baylor's Isaac Williams. Personal number 2. You were saying?
Well, just the lack of rim protection. When you lose a guy on the perimeter, if you've got a guy like Jop, it's 7'1", shot blocker, somebody who can protect the rim, you can apply more pressure. And we've seen time and time again Arizona State guards going around Baylor defender on the perimeter. There's really no help along the baseline, and that's where the lack of length has really hurt this team this year. I mean, you think about Arizona State, they've got in their top 9 rotation 6'11", 6'11", 6'11", 7'1".
Yeah, no way to match that. Pig Johnson shooting free throws. First one is good. It's a good free throw shooting team, 76%. Even in a loss, they were 82% in the loss to Iowa State on Saturday. Second one's good. 2 free throws by Pig Johnson. Lead is back to 11, 63-52 Sun Devils. Bears bring it up on the pass to Skillings, get it across the midcourt stripe. Skillings spins in the paint, extra pass,
nice.
Foul, and he dunks it.
And that was a very under control play by Dan Skillings. He got the ball right near the rim, never got out of control, never panicked, never got sped up, and found a wide open Caden Powell.
It's back to 9, single digits. Bears down 63-54 with 9:37 to play. Odom will drive in, got around Caden Powell for the lay-in.
Yeah, and he knew he had Powell isolated, and he just turned the corner on him. That is a hard defensive play for Powell to make that far from the basket.
Bears can't trade buckets at this point in the game, trailing now by 11. 9:18 remaining. Agbam to Yesufu, head fake. Drive, layup, good by Tunde Yesufu.
That's where he's at his best. With the ball on the dribble, couple of power dribbles, and then finish at the rim. He's not a guy that's going to make a lot of threes. Bears set him up for success there.
65-56, Bears down by 9, under 9 minutes remaining. Here is Odom, fouled on the perimeter by Isaac Williams. Williams picks up personal number 3.
Yeah, Williams is trying to step up pressure, and Odom has come to life here. I mean, he's gotten a couple of buckets, did not take a shot in the first half, had some foul trouble. Leading scorer on this team. Ball's going to be in his hands a lot here down the stretch.
Yeah, he was in the second half, he's 2 of 5 shooting from the floor. 4 points total. Odom gives to Johnson. Big Johnson around the screen of Jop, top of the key. Now to Mayusin for three. It is no good. Fight for the rebound. Skillings out of bounds off of Arizona State, but Truitt is begging for a replay there.
Yeah, I don't know. That looked pretty good from here. I mean,
Yeah.
Skillings had prototype defensive rebounding position. I thought Truitt got away with an over the back.
Yeah, could have been a foul. And they'll not review it, so it's Baylor's ball. 8.5 minutes remaining. Bears ball. Obi Agbem across midcourt gives to Tunde Yesufu. Yesufu between the rings, flips it back to Agbem, right wing. Phillips 66 logo on the glass floor here in Kansas City. To Yesufu. Wow, man. You talk about a power dribble and a big step, and he's laying it in.
And the lead is now 7 for Arizona State. You're going to see a lot of that from Tunde Yesufu down the stretch. I don't think Sun Devils can guard it.
65-58, as close as the Bears have been in some time. Pass, cross court, nearly stolen. Arizona State saves it. Skillings nearly came up with a steal. Big Johnson in the paint. Jumper is good. Off balance, falling to the floor. He hits the short jumper.
Well, he earned that one, and that's what you want to do as a defensive player. If a guy's going to make a shot, he's going to have to earn it, and Johnson did there.
67-58, 9-point lead. Give it to Yesufu in the paint. Turnaround jump hook is good. 2 more for Tunde Yesufu.
That's 3 in a row, and they are going to continue to ride him because Arizona State has not figured out. When he catches the ball there, they really have no answer for it.
7-point game, 67-70. Here's an alley-oop attempt. Ball goes flying away. Baylor the other way, and Isaac Williams lays it in. It's a 5-point game with 7:09 to play.
And John, the goal was to get to the 5-minute mark, down by 5 or 6, and they're on that pace.
67-62. Odom to Jop. Pass deflected out of bounds by Caden Powell. Going to stay with Arizona State following a timeout.
And another deflection from Tunde Yesufu. Coaching staff has talked a lot about getting deflections and being disruptive defensively. They don't force a turnover, but that's disruption on the defensive side, and that has been hard to come by in this game.
That it's an 8-2 run by the Bears over the last 2+ minutes. Baylor has closed within 5 with 6:56 to play. It's Arizona State 67, Baylor 62. Back after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Baylor fans, ready to keep it cool this season? Ice and Easy delivers premium ice, lightning fast. From tailgates to restaurants, construction sites, concerts, and races, Ice and Easy has you covered. Game day or work day, keep your drinks cold and your spirits bold. Ice and Easy, we deliver, you chill. Proud supporter of the Baylor Bears.
Hey Baylor fans, Baylor softball season is currently underway. Come be a part of the action at Getterman Stadium all season long with single game tickets. With general admission tickets starting at just $8, there's no better way to enjoy elite college softball. And if you're coming with friends or family, group tickets are available for $5 each. Get your Baylor softball single game tickets now at BaylorBears.com/tickets.
Rookie home buyer? Slam dunk buying a home. With First Central Credit Union, we are opening doors to home ownership. First Central's open door mortgage loans up to 95% of the appraised home value. Our starting lineup includes low closing costs, no points, low origination fees, flexible terms, and competitive rates. Thinking about refinancing your mortgage loan? This play works for you too. Apply online at firstcentralcu.com. We're your team. Everything we do for you.
Some restrictions apply. Rates subject to change. Equal housing lender. Member NCUA.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Nice run by the Bears to close within 5 at 67-62. The job is not near complete yet. Pat, that run really led by freshman Tunde Yesufu. He's now in double figures scoring again. He's got 14 on the day. I'm going to say 14 and counting.
Yeah.
He's been in double figures every game but 2 this year. Think about that. A true freshman coming in. And he's been that consistent. Double figures every game but 2.
Well, he's a scorer.
Yeah.
You know, he's not a shooter, but he's a scorer. He knows how to get the ball to the basket. And, John, he made 3 in a row. And so I think they're going to hop on his back on the offensive side of the floor and see if that can continue. We said at the 11:08 mark, the under-12 timeout, Baylor down by 14, that when we get to 5 minutes or so in this game, that lead needs to shrink down to about 5 or 6. Well, here we are at 6:56 to play, and the Bears have done that, maybe accelerated the pace, and the deficit is 5, and they have found something on the offensive side that works, and that's Tunde Yesufu.
So Arizona State's ball coming back, 6:56 remaining. Lead has been as much as 15 by Arizona State. Most recently, their biggest lead was at 59-45. That was about 5 minutes ago, clock time. Sun Devils will inbound on their baseline. Lead cut to 5 at 67-62. Chance Moore will hand the ball to Santiago Truitt. He's the inbounder. Drops it inbounds to Masamba Diop. Diop last name, by the way, D-I-O-P. Give to Odom in the corner. His shot no good. And a fight for the rebound. What's that, a foul on Baylor?
I think it is. And, John, I think it's on Williams. Let's see. It wasn't clear to me.
Yeah, it is on Isaac Williams,
Okay.
and that's 4
That's
on
4.
him.
Yeah.
That's not good.
No, it's not good. He's the one guy you can count on. Defensively on the ball, really making things happen in this game. And offensively, he's getting it where it needs to go.
And the free throw no good by Pig Johnson. Everybody kind of froze. It was a 1+, and Isaac Williams gets the rebound on the miss. Williams on the baseline. Reverse. Oh, it won't fall for him. Rebound Truitt, the run out, give to Johnson. Johnson runs by Obi Agbum, who has to foul him or give up a layup.
Yeah, that's still a smart play. Arizona State is in the bonus, but still, you want to kill that play and give him a chance to shoot a couple of 15-footers. Otherwise, it's a layup.
Obi Agbum not his normal self today. Hasn't scored. He's 0 for 5 from the floor. That's his first personal foul. I think he's not 100% health-wise today. He just fouled Pig Johnson, who's back at the line where he just missed one. He's got 2 free throws here. I guess a 1+.
Yeah.
And he missed it again.
Well, that's the foul by Agbum. He fouled him on
Before
the floor.
the shot, yeah.
Before the
Yeah,
shot.
right.
That's really, looking back now, that was a great foul. He had one to give, and he used it. It's a goodie foul that just killed the play.
Smart play by Obi Agbum. So Johnson has missed the front end of 1-and-1s twice. Tunde Yesufu to Skilling's right wing 3. It's no good, but it's tipped in by Diop of Arizona State.
I don't know who gets credit for that. Powell was the nearest guy to him, but the bottom line is Arizona State lead is cut to 3.
We'll see who they give credit to that bucket to. Here's a drive, drop it off to Truitt underneath. Powell holding his ground, but Truitt, the turnaround jump hook is good.
And that's another guy who's 6'11". When he catches it there, and he's skilled, he's a European player, just a little left shoulder hook. Gets the lead back up to 5.
So it's 69-64. Arizona State on top. Agbum to Yesufu for 3. It's no good. Front iron. Mayusin the rebound for Arizona State. Give the Pig Johnson into the front court. Now he pushes Pauls a bit. Slow things down with a 5-point lead with 5:21 to play. Sun Devils with the ball. Odom, caught in a double team, gives to Diop. To Mayusin for 3. It's good. That is a big 3 by Noah Mayusin.
Yeah, and it's a nice pass from Diop. He got the ball at the free throw line, and he's a guy that really can't handle it, so he's looking to the wings for a shooter, and he found him.
Bears had it to 3 briefly. Now it's back up to an 8-point lead for Arizona State with under 5 minutes to play. Isaac Williams, top of the key with the ball on his right hip. Now puts it on the floor, drives in on Johnson. Ooh, that's going to be a charge, and that'll be number 5 on Isaac Williams.
Yeah, and that's going to hurt. I mean, Isaac Williams has been really the rudder of the ship for the Bears on the offensive side. Now, Agbum can play that spot, but as you said earlier, I don't think Agbum's been 100%. That's a loss, not only on the offensive end, but Williams has made some spectacular defensive plays in this game, too.
I think that was a pretty clear charge call on Isaac Williams. Coach Drew is getting an explanation from Doug Sermons. But he has fouled out. Isaac Williams done for the day.
Yeah.
Cam Carr comes back on.
Yeah, 9 points in the second half for Williams. And has been really good. Hit 6 rebounds in the ball game as well. See what the Bears can do without Williams on the floor.
9.5 is 15 for the game for Isaac Williams. Here's a free throw line jumper that is up and good by Mo Odom. Odom scoreless at halftime, has 6 in the second half, and the lead is back to double digits, 74-64.
Yeah, 7-0 run for the Sun Devils over the last minute 13.
After the Bears had cut it to 3. Skillings cut off on his dribble, gives it back to Agbum. He'll launch a 3. It is no good. Rebound, Cam Carr for the Bears. To Skillings, drives in. Layup, no. Rebound, Truitt for Arizona State. Truitt gives to Mayusin, now to Odom. Odom into the front court. 3:51 remaining. Arizona State leads Baylor 74-64. Boy, that run by the Bears, but then Arizona State has answered since then. A 7-0 run of their own. Dribbling on the perimeter is Odom, now 5 to shoot. On the left wing, he'll shoot a 3. It's no good, back iron. Loose ball, Yesufu has it for the Bears. So a stop defensively. Yesufu up the floor, into the paint. Lost the handle, but knocked the ball to his teammate, Caden Powell. Powell nearly traveled, gives it out to Skillings. Skillings for 3, it's no good.
Just can't get a shot to go. Those aren't bad looks. They just can't buy a bucket right now at a critical part of the game.
Mayusin the rebound into the front court. 3 minutes to play. Mayusin is fouled by Cameron Carr. Time really winding down now. Arizona State with the lead and the ball. 3 minutes, 4 seconds to play. It's Arizona State 74, Baylor 64. One of these teams will see their season end today. Back to Kansas City after this on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Proudly serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage and a trusted neighbor, bridging expert industry knowledge with integrity and kindness. Known for their award-winning agents, Magnolia Realty understands the dynamics of making the real estate journey your own and the importance of trust from contract to close. You can find their local agents here in Waco and across the state, including in Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, and Temple. To get connected and learn more, visit magnoliarealty.com. Here's to home.
We don't just build trucks. We build something that's meant to last. That's why the 2026 Toyota Tundra isn't just built in Texas. It's built by Texas. Every line, weld, and seal, shaped with the pride, heat, and strength that only Texas really knows. The Tundra is built to tough it out and to take it easy. Built to carry tradition and to make new ones. Built to roll with the punches and to go the distance. Built stronger, built louder, built here. The 2026 Toyota Tundra. Built in Texas, driven everywhere. Test drive at your local Toyota dealer or visit Toyota.com today. Toyota. Let's go places. Feature availability differs based on trim. See Toyota.com for details.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
3 minutes, 4 seconds to play in regulation. Baylor trails Arizona State by 10, 74-64. Boy, it was a nice run by Baylor. They got it as close as 3. Remember that odd play where it was a miss by Baylor? The ball was tipped in, we both thought, by Mazamba Diop, the opposing player. But at any rate, whoever gets credit for it, that made it a 3-point game, 67-64. But since then, a 7-0 run by the Sun Devils to build the lead back to 10. Yeah,
with 3:04 to play. And, John, we were saying at about the 11-minute mark, it's time to go. Like, we got to start chipping it away. Bears did that. Our goal was, we thought anyway, at about the 5-minute mark, that lead 5 or 6. Well, it was 3.
Yeah,
and
right.
The 7-0 run. And I thought the Bears got really good shots, just nothing to show for those. And then at the other end, got to give Arizona State credit for a couple of really big threes and then they've gone to their guards, and they just have not been able to keep those guards out of the lane, and there's not a lot of rim protection defensively for the Bears, and that I think is the primary reason for the 7-0 run. Bears down by 10 here, 3:04 to play, still have a chance. Going to have to make shots, but I think more than anything, well, going back to the line with a really good free throw shooter there for the Sun Devils. But still, you got to get some stops, you got to make some plays, and it's going to take more than their fair share of threes.
Yeah, Mayusin, statistically their best free throw shooter, 86% in Big 12 play. He'll have a couple coming here. There's a note from Arizona State. When they lead with 5 minutes to play, they're 15-3.
Ew.
When they're trailing with 5 minutes to play, they're 1-12. But they have the lead and a 10-point bulge right now. Mayusin misses the first free throw.
Yeah, it's a really good free throw shooting team. Arizona State, they haven't been there much, but they're just 4 of 7. It's a 76% free throw shooting team coming in.
Including misses on the front end of 1-and-1s twice by Pig Johnson.
Yeah.
Second one's good by Mayusin. It's 75-64, 11-point lead. Time very much a factor. Tunde Yesufu into the front court with the ball for the Bears. Gives to Obi Agbum. Agbum dribbles back between the rings. Under 3 minutes to play. Feeds Cam Carr. Carr will drive in. Runner, nice. Shot good. High banking runner is good by Carr. His first points of the second half.
Couldn't come at a better time, and now obviously the Bears going to really step up pressure. A foul. I think Skillings lost his balance and fell into Jop. That's going to send Jop to the free throw line. And for a big guy, not a bad free throw shooter, 72%.
So Carr at 15 in the first half, now his first bucket of the second half. That's part of it. Isaac Williams has fouled out. That's costly for Baylor. Jop to the free throw line first time today. He was 8 of 9 against Iowa State on Saturday shooting free throws. He's 75%
and
on the year.
double bonus now for Sun Devils.
First one is good by the 7-1 freshman, Mosamba Jop from Senegal. Very international roster for Bobby Hurley. Second one no good. Off the front iron, picked up by Tunde Yesufu. 1 of 2, lead is 10, 76-66, Arizona State. 2:30 to play, double-digit deficit. Bears have a run in them now as the time. Here's a foul on the perimeter. It is on Pig Johnson, his first. That's only the fourth team foul on Arizona State.
Yeah, and the Bears have not been able to get to the free throw line much. They've 8 of 12 there, but in a game where the ball's not going in the hole, you got to find another way to score. Typically, it's at the line.
Inbounds to Powell, back to Carr, 3 no good. Offensive rebound, kick out. Agbum's 3 no good. Mayusin the rebound. Now Mukeba is trapped in the corner. And is it a foul? I think it is. He was in a double team trap there, and the foul is called on Cameron Carr.
Yeah, if it's the right guy, you foul him. And I think they feel like Jop's the guy they want at the line right now. Obviously, you got to get steals or you got to get fouls. You've 2:13 to go down 10. You need possessions. One of those 2 looks that the Bears had at the other end of the floor, not bad.
Yeah,
really not bad. But it's really hard to overcome a 25% three-point shooting afternoon. Bears 6 of 24 there today.
Ooh. First free throw is good by Jop. Right back at the line where he hit 1 of 2 last time. First one's good, 11-point lead. Second one no good, rebound Carr. 77-66 the lead for Arizona State. Carr in transition up with a 3, it's no good. Truitt the rebound. Baylor scraping at the ball, can't get it. Foul is called on Tunde Yesufu.
You know, this last 2 minutes can take a while, but it's really, at some point, Bears need to start chipping away, and what Arizona State is doing is flexing the muscle of really accurate free throw shooting. They're not going to put a poor free throw shooter at the line down the stretch. Truitt goes there just a little bit under 80% at the line. That's how you close out a game. When the other team has to foul, you can nail the coffin shut at the free throw line, but Truitt misses the first one.
in the double bonus, getting 2 free throws. Santiago Truitt, sophomore from Argentina, has another one. This one is good, 1 of 2. Lead is 12, 78-66. Bears in a hurry, bring it up. Obi Agbem brings it into the paint, kicks right side to Carr. Carr looks to drive, and a foul is called on Mayusin. Carr was about to lose his balance there, and Mayusin just pushed him off balance, and he picks up his second personal foul.
Bears still not in the bonus.
Wow. That is 16 fouls on Arizona State.
You know, for a while there, Yesufu was just too much for Arizona State to handle, but they've taken that away. He scored 3 buckets in a row in a span of about 2 minutes. And he hadn't seen the ball in the last couple of minutes.
Inbounds to Yesufu. Outside to Skillings. Skillings in the paint. Kicks left side to Agbem. Step back 3 is good. First bucket today by Obi Agbem.
Now the Bears they're not backing off, but they're down by 9. Looking still for a steal. And at least they forced a timeout that time by Arizona State. Odom had the ball. As soon as he crossed half court with it, he was trapped, heavily trapped, and he just shut the play down with a timeout.
Timeout, Bobby Hurley in Arizona State. We'll keep it right here with 1:36 to play. Sun Devils lead the Bears 78-69. Bears in definite danger of having their stay in Kansas City cut short, losing in the first round.
Yeah, and it's just been an odd afternoon. I mean, the effort has been there, John, but this team has just looked a little bit flat. And the things that normally energize a team just have not been there. They've not been able to force a lot of turnovers. Their shots were the threes that normally kind of get them ignited, really hard to come by today. Bears just 27% out there. And it's like they've just been paddling upstream all day. Got to give Arizona State credit. They've made big plays. When the Bears got it to 3, made a couple of, Sun Devils did, couple of threes, really high-quality possessions that allowed them to go on a 7-0 run, and they've never looked back from that point.
And that 7-0 run came after Baylor got as close as they've been this entire half. That was 3 points. It was 67-64. Arizona State inbounds, and here's a trap and a steal and a lay-in by Dan Skillings.
It's exactly what they needed. Now the lead is 7. Got a minute and a half to play. Still full court pressure by the Bears.
78-71, the lead for the Sun Devils. Now a trap and a foul on the far wing of Pig Johnson. He'll have free throws coming. That was on Obi Agbem. That's his second today.
You know, that's the problem, too, because Arizona State doesn't need to score a lot, but they're going to be in the double bonus. And Pig Johnson at the line, just 2 of 4 there today, but on the season he's at 78%. That makes the uphill climb even a little steeper.
Pig Johnson, senior from Midfield, Alabama. Transfer from the Cumberlands. And his first free throw is good.
One of the better 6 men in the league, really. And he's had to pick up the slack. Odom has not had his usual scoring day, and Johnson has responded. He's got 19, looking for 20.
Second one's no good, 1 of 2. It's 79-71, 8-point lead. Cam Carr on the right perimeter. Covered up, gives it to Agbem, to Yesufu. He'll shoot a 3. It's way long. Works like a pass to Caden Powell. Powell underneath. Gets it back outside to Agbem. Another 3. It is no good. Loose ball tipped out and controlled by Arizona State with a minute to play. Couple of misses from 3-point range. Pass to Jop. He is fouled by Obi Agbem.
And those are good looks. I mean, that 3 by Agbem was as good a look as he's had. Now, he had to get it off fairly quickly, but it just hasn't been his day. He's 1 for 9 out there, John. I think you made the point earlier. I don't know that he's 100% health-wise, but you think about that. Gets that one down. Now it's a 5-point lead, but coulda, shoulda.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a bunch of shots that would have been, game changers here in the last 3.5, 4 minutes, and those are just not going down.
Jop at the free throw line. You see this in baseball sometimes. A pitcher wants a new ball.
Yeah.
Jop wanted a new ball.
I'm not shooting this one.
I think it may have been wet. They dry it off and give it back to him.
Well, he tossed it to the ball cleaner, designated ball cleaner, and he gets it back, and he'll get 2 here.
First one is good by Masamba Diop. Frequent target for the Bears when they need to foul someone here late in the game. 50.9 seconds to go. Bears down by 9. Diop can make it 10. And can't do it.
You know, they've been 1 of 2 here a lot down the stretch, but because of the double bonus, all they've really needed is 1.
Cam Carr in transition. 3 is no good. Yesufu chases down the rebound. Puts up a 3. It's no good. Back iron. And fight for the rebound. Agbum is chasing. And a foul is called on Obi Agbum, trying to get the loose ball.
You know, and you're number 13 seed playing the 12th seed. I don't care who you're playing. If you make just 23% of your threes and half your shots are threes, probably not going to have a good chance to win. That's been the case today for the Bears. 7 of 30. 30 of their 65 have been threes.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and I think early on in the game, that was a problem. I think the shot selection by the Bears coming out of the gate in this game was not good. And it took them too long to figure out that they weren't going to win this game by making threes, and they could just never recover.
Odom at the free throw line for Arizona State. His stats shooting free throws are on the floor at the opposite end of the floor. One of the things you can do and show with this ASB glass floor.
Thing's amazing.
Yeah, you can do about anything. Put up any kind of graphic. During breaks, they put up sponsors, graphics. Second one by Odom is good. He hit them both. And the lead is 11 with 35 seconds to play. Into the front court, Cam Carr in a hurry, and he's fouled by Mo Odom.
And that will finally, John, with 33 seconds left in the game, get Baylor into the bonus. That has been a big difference in this game. Baylor got Arizona State to the line early, and then when the Bears were trying to make a comeback, Arizona State quickly into the double bonus, and all they really had to do with the lead they had was make one of those 2, and that's been pretty consistently what they've done.
Yeah. So here's Cam Carr at the line for the 1+. 17 points on the day, all but 2 of those in the first half. And the first free throw is good by Carr.
I think, too, John, losing Isaac Williams when they lost him had more of an impact than I thought it was going to, really. I mean, we knew losing him would not be good, but he was the guy that was stirring things up for them offensively, made some really good defensive plays, and lost him, as I recall, at about the 5-minute mark.
4:44 is when he fouled out.
Yeah, a lot of basketball left to play when he left.
Yeah, no doubt missed him. 2 free throws by Carr. Inbounds to Odom. Baylor's chasing. Yesufu catches him and fouls him. His 4th personal. So we'll shoot more free throws. 82-73 is the score. Bears trail by 9, but only 29.1 seconds to play.
Yeah, it's all they can do. If they can't get a quick steal, they've got to stop the clock by fouling, and they just got a bad draw if that's what they have to do. It's a really good free throw shooting team who has made, and they're on track to do that again. First free throw by Odom is bad, is missed, and he'll get another one. And all they've needed, John, is 1 of 2, and that double bonus has allowed them to do it.
Second free throw coming by Mo Odom. It's good. 1 of 2 again. And it's 83-73, 10-point lead. Up the floor, Carr, pull up 3, good. Top of the key by Carr. Now the pressure. And a steal in the backcourt. Oh! Obi Agbum had the steal, but he stepped on the out-of-bounds line.
Just kind of the way it's gone this afternoon. I mean, that was full court pressure. Bears ran it beautifully. Agbum was right where he should have been. That's in that passing lane. Got it and stepped. He was making a quick move to the three-point line, but as he was trying to gain his footing, stepped out of bounds, and that really will about do it.
20.2 seconds to play. 7-point lead for Arizona State. Sun Devils will inbound far side of the court, just down from the Baylor bench. Backcourt for them. Utah and Cincinnati await. They'll play the next game here inside the T-Mobile Center. Be a bit of a delayed start with all the fouls and free throws here late in this game.
A lot of discussion going on over
what
there.
They're talking about.
Well, it's Doug Sermons and Bobby Hurley having a conversation. Now we're back to play.
Finally handed to Pig Johnson. He inbounds to Mayusin. And that's going to be a turnover.
Yeah, stepped out of bounds.
Yeah, by Mayusin. So the pressure by Baylor gets the ball back. 19 seconds to go. Bears down by 7. They've got the ball. Agbum inbounds to Carr. Carr into the front court. Leans into Jop. His three never made it to the rim. Tunde Yesufu has it. He loses it. And Jop has it. Jop tries to scoop it to a teammate, but he throws it out of bounds. So it's Baylor's ball again with 9.3 seconds remaining.
Yeah, in a 3-possession game. Bears have been trying to get it to 2, just haven't been able to because of the 1 for 2 at the free throw line that we've seen from Arizona State really the last 3 minutes of the game.
Agbum the inbounder for Baylor. It's an inbounds to Yesufu. Steps back behind the three-point line. Left side. Shot no good. Skilling's the rebound. Kick out to Carr. Head fake. Shot up. No. But he was fouled by Mayusin. Got him off his feet with 1.9 seconds remaining. Cameron Carr will shoot 3 free throws.
You know, some things the Bears can feel good about today. I mean, it's still going to leave a bad taste in their mouths, but they out-rebounded Arizona State. They were good at the free throw line. Turned it over in the second half just, 5 times? Played well enough, I think, to win, but it was that critical moment in the game, 67-64, 7-0 run for Arizona State, and the Bears could just never recover from that.
Cam Carr shooting 3 free throws. He has been good at the line today. First one's good. He's now 6 of 7. Couple more, but it's only going to change the final scores. The Bears trail 83-77. Takes his time at the line. Second one is good by Cam Carr,
who's had a flurry of points. He was scoreless for more than half of the second half. Had 15 at halftime. Now if he gets his free throw down, he'll have 25. I thought Arizona State made all the adjustments they needed to make defensively, and they ought to get credit for that. Yesufu had a run, and then they just shut it off. Yep. They weren't going to let him catch the ball where he caught it and scored 3 times in a row. And they held Carr really quiet. Jumped that 9-point lead at halftime to 15 by the first media timeout in the second.
Third free throw is good. All 3 by Cameron Carr. Timeout Baylor. 83-79 is the score. There's trail by 4. But only 1.9 seconds remaining in this game. And again, credit Arizona State. Yep. All the things swirling around Bobby Hurley. You know, is he gone? Is he here? He's obviously here now. When will he be gone? You would think after their loss, whenever that comes in this tournament. But credit Arizona State for, you know, Baylor had the early lead in this game, very early. Arizona State grabbed it and never gave it back.
No, and, you know, this is a team that has won some big games. I mean, Arizona State is capable. They beat Texas Tech. They beat Kansas. They beat Cincinnati. So a disappointing year for them. But this is a quality basketball team.
Yeah, Baylor's only led for 40 seconds of this game. Arizona State has grabbed hold of it, and they're going to get the win. They'll advance to play 5th seed Iowa State tomorrow morning. Got to get an inbounds here. 1.9 seconds to go. The inbounds it comes. Ball is tossed high in the air. And Arizona State eliminates Baylor from the Big 12 tournament opening game here in Kansas City. The Bears bow out. Now 16-16 on the season. They'll wait to see if there is any postseason opportunity for the Bears. But their stay here in Kansas City is a short one.
Well, and John, this is an unusual outing for a team that I thought over the last 5 or 6 games had turned into a really good basketball team, but they just didn't have the juice today. I thought they looked a little bit flat right out of the gate, dug a hole that they could never really get completely out of, and I think they're undoing. You're not going to live and die by the three, but this team kind of did today. When you make 8 of 33, that's 24%, and 33 of your 68 shots are threes, you're just not going to give yourself a chance to win.
Rough day for the Bears, rough season all the way around. They'll finish this portion at least at 500. They are 16-16 on the year. Final score, Arizona State 83, Baylor 79. Stay with us. First Central Credit Union postgame show is coming up next here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hi, I'm Jim Turner at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. As we celebrate our 10th year anniversary, I want to say thank you to all of our customers. Our dealership is more than a business to me. That's why when you come see us for a reliable new Chevy or award-winning service, we treat you like family. Come see our new collision center, now open to serve you even better for many years to come. Enjoy the game, then come see us at Jim Turner Chevrolet in McGregor. Together, let's drive.
Bluebonnet Health Services has been caring for Central Texans since 2004. Bluebonnet is locally owned and operated, which allows them the most interaction with patients each and every day, promoting compassionate care and integrity. They provide hands-on attention to their patients through a staff with years of experience. Bluebonnet Health Services provides home health care, supportive care, and hospice. Remember, it's your health, your choice. Ask your doctor for Bluebonnet Health Services. Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new Sports Vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrists of Baylor Athletics.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
This has been live coverage of Baylor men's basketball. Now, it's time for the First Central Credit Union postgame show. Brought to you by Texas Farm Bureau Insurance, championship partner of Baylor Athletics. Visit Texas Farm Bureau Insurance online to find a local agent today. TFNB, the official local bank of Baylor Athletics. Nissan, innovation that excites. Libman, America's trusted brand name in cleaning. Premier ER and Urgent Care. Feel better now. Stay tuned as we break down the game, listen to highlights, and talk with Coach Drew, players, and more. All coming up on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
And welcome in on the First Central Credit Union postgame show. It's brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. From Kansas City, where the Bears bow out of the Big 12 tournament. Their tournament opening game, an 83-79 loss to the Arizona State Sun Devils. Bears are 16-16 on the year. Still a possibility they could play in the Crown tournament in Las Vegas in April. Nothing will be decided until after the NCAA tournament field is announced this upcoming Sunday. Arizona State advances. They'll get 5th seed Iowa State coming up tomorrow morning at 11:30. The Sun Devils are now 17-15 on the year. But just today's game, you sort of step back and look at it. It's sort of like a microcosm of the entire Baylor season. And I guess that's what you get when you're 500, 16-16. Very thin margin of error for the Bears all year, and that showed again today.
That's right, and I thought today was an outlier. If you look at the way this team has played over the last 5 or 6 games coming into this tournament, really good basketball team, I thought.
True.
But it was just a day where if you're gonna compete and win at this level, and you're going to shoot as many threes as they did today, you just have to make more than 24%. There's some other things the Bears could have done well, but I thought that was their MO coming in and just weren't making shots. And I thought a number of the looks they had were really good. And Arizona State is not a Houston kind of defensive team, Arizona kind of defensive team. Shots were there, they just didn't go.
Plenty more to come on the First Central Credit Union postgame show. It follows an 83-79 Baylor loss to Arizona State. Utah and Cincinnati on the floor warming up in front of us. We are brought to you in part by Premier ER and Urgent Care, the place to go when you're not sure where to go. Open 24/7 and just a short walk across campus. No appointment necessary, just walk in. Visit premier.care to learn more. And back with more on the First Central Credit Union postgame show in a moment. Brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. 83-79 the final. Arizona State over Baylor on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new sports vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
Looking for a fun night out with family or friends? Head to Magnolia Field at Baylor Ballpark and catch Baylor baseball this season. Single game tickets are on sale now, starting at just $5 for general admission seating. Or stop by the ballpark for $2 Tuesdays, featuring discounted concession items plus $2 off general admission tickets. Grab your seats now at BaylorBears.com/tickets, and we'll see you at Baylor Ballpark.
Proudly serving Texas since 2007, Magnolia Realty is a full-service brokerage and a trusted neighbor, bridging expert industry knowledge with integrity and kindness. Known for their award-winning agents, Magnolia Realty understands the dynamics of making the real estate journey your own and the importance of trust from contract to close. You can find their local agents here in Waco and across the state, including in Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, and Temple. To get connected and learn more, visit magnoliarealty.com. Here's to home.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball. Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Back with us as we continue on the First Central Credit Union postgame show, brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. Let's take a look at final stats. Bears fall today 83-79 to Arizona State to bow out of the Big 12 tournament. Pat's got to look at all the final stats.
Well, Bears, again, did not shoot well from the three-point line. If there's a stat on the sheet that you can point to that said that was it, I think that was their undoing. Otherwise, shot it at 43%, so made a high percentage of their twos. 57% shooting for Arizona State in this game. Neither team shot it real well out there. 8 of 33 for Baylor, 8 of 22 threes for Arizona State. Free throw line, 13 of 17 for the Bears, 13 of 22 for Arizona State. And Sun Devils got into the double bonus really quickly in the second half and then could afford to just make 1 of 2 to protect the lead that they had to go on and win this game. Bears did out-rebound the Sun Devils, 36-33. Bears got to the offensive glass. Didn't have as much to show for those 16 offensive rebounds as they'd like to. They got 14 second chance points. Individual scoring looked like this: 25 for Cameron Carr, 10 of those in the second half, late in the second half. Tunde Yesufu had 14, 6 rebounds to go along with his points. I should say 7 rebounds for Cameron Carr as well to go along with his 25. 10 points apiece for Caden Powell and Dan Skillings in the ball game. 5 and 4 rebounds for those guys. And then Isaac Williams, who fouled out with about 5 to play, had 15 in the game, 9 in the second half, playing well. When he picked up his 5th foul, he had 6 rebounds and 4 assists to go along with his double-digit scoring. Obi Agbam, rough day, 1 of 9 from the floor. Just had 3 points. One of those field goals was a 3. Well, the one that went down was a 3. Just 1 of 7 out there. Never looked 100% in the ball game, and then that was it. In fact, that tip in by Jop for Arizona State into the Baylor basket was given in the stat sheet, shown as a team bucket.
Oh, really?
I thought they'd give that to Caden Powell, but no. Thanks, Jop, for that bucket. That gets the Bears up to 79. Arizona State got double-digit scoring from 5 different players, 19 for Pig Johnson to lead the way. Gribovich with 14 in the game, 12 for Moeson, Jop with 11, and Truitt with 13 in the ball game. So very rounded scoring for this roster. Maurice Odom coming in was the guy the Bears really felt like they needed to worry about. They held him to 9. Now all 9 of those came in the second half, but that's well below his average on the season. Leading scorer, leading assist, and leading stealer for Arizona State held in check today. Ford had a 3, and then Best got a bucket as well to get Arizona State up to 83. Gave you some of the other finer points of this ball game. Bench points favored Arizona State. You would expect that, 24-10. Points in the paint, dead even at 42. Fast break points, about even. Baylor with 9, Arizona State with 8. Both teams had 9 steals in the ball game. Baylor with 12 assists, Arizona State with 11. So, John, if you look at all those stats, the one thing, again, that was just Baylor's undoing in this game was the inability to make some threes. When they sort of committed to making threes to win this game, half their shots were threes, and only 24% of them went down.
Rough day all the way around. Bears fall 83-79 to Arizona State to bow out of the Big 12 tournament. We've got more to come on the First Central Credit Union postgame show. It's brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. 83-79 the final, and we're back to Kansas City after this here on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Hellberg Barbecue is a family-owned business started here in Waco, Texas, and proud to serve the local area. They love to cater all kinds of events, big and small. Serving Baylor and its families is one of their favorite things, and they even ship barbecue nationwide. Check them out while here in Waco or online and support one of Waco's local barbecue restaurants, Hellberg Barbecue. Salt, pepper, and a whole lot of prayer.
Planning a new or used vehicle purchase? Drive the lane with First Central Credit Union's easy online application. It's a winning season with First Central's full court press of quick local loan processing, your best rate, and flexible terms. Apply online. You'll score at www.firstcentralcu.com. We're your team.
Membership and loan policy requirements apply. Member NCUA.
Everything we do is true. We do for you.
So Powell's out of eligibility.
Do you want to earn points while cheering on your favorite Baylor teams? Join Baylor Bold Rewards. Track your attendance on the Baylor Sports app across athletic events and earn points towards prizes and experiences. Download the Baylor Sports app or register online today at BaylorBoldRewards.com and start earning your points today.
Baylor fans, ready to keep it cool this season? Ice and Easy delivers premium ice lightning fast. From tailgates to restaurants, construction sites, concerts, and races, Ice and Easy has you covered. Game day or work day, keep your drinks cold and your spirits bold. Ice and Easy, we deliver, you chill. Proud supporter of the Baylor Bears.
What's that?
16 and 16.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
And welcome back to Kansas City as we continue on the First Central Credit Union postgame show. First Central Credit Union, everything we do for you. Joined by Baylor Associate Head Coach Ron Sanchez following the Bears' 83-79 loss to the Arizona State Sun Devils here in the T-Mobile Center today. And Coach, we appreciate you coming out to visit with us. Tough day, and just interested in your thoughts wrapping this one up.
Absolutely. It's definitely not the result that we wanted. We were hoping to come in and get a better start in the first half. We had a few breakdowns defensively that hurt us. But at the end, the one thing we really appreciate about this group is that they fight all the way to the end, the way that we competed. I think there was one call that may have turned the game a little bit for us. We were down, I think it was 5 with about 5 minutes left or 6 minutes left. Isaac drove baseline, got fouled, and from my angle, it looked like he got hit pretty hard, and it was a no call that would have potentially changed it to a 3-point ball game. Maybe with about 5 minutes left, that would have turned it a little bit. And then they called a timeout, and they went on the second run there, and we had to catch up again. But the one thing about this group is they've been resilient, and they fought in every single game this entire season from the beginning all the way to the end.
That was the point right there. It was you got it to 3. You got it to 67-64. You had a nice run going. Couldn't get any closer. They went on a 7-0 run from that
Absolutely.
point.
Yeah. We had to get some contribution from some guys. Some guys, struggled to shoot the ball today. As a team, it wasn't our best shooting team. They have an elite shot blocker in the interior. He leads the conference in block shots. So, you get in there, you're slightly intimidated to go up against him. And, it's a well-deserved honor, that he plays that way. But we needed to make a few more shots from the perimeter. And, when you have a defensive player like that on the inside, that's what they force you to do. And we didn't have an opportunity to capitalize on that today.
We made that point, Ron, down the stretch. They have that rim protection. We just don't really have it.
No, absolutely. And, the injuries this season have been hard. And when that was the role that Boda was supposed to play for us and a couple of other guys. And, when Mike Iverdye playing out of position at the 4, we put him at the 5, and he, does the best he can, and he battles through that. But we did a really good job on the glass. We got, offensive rebounds and converted those into some points. The leading scorer, we thought that Odom would be the kind of the head of the snake on this team, and we shut him down in the first half, and he made a couple of free throws in the second half. I think he finished about 9 points, but overall we did a pretty good job on most guys. But again, the guy that hurt us today was again number 2. Anthony Johnson, hurt us at home and hurt us tonight here again. This quick guard, and he made a couple of threes. Started the game with a couple of made 3-point shots, which were not part of his game. But we battled. That's the one part. Excited that potentially we have a chance to continue to play. If we can get invited to the Crown, we'll see where that goes. And we've enjoyed coaching this group, and know Coach Drew has as well, and the rest of the staff. So we're hoping that we can continue to play a little bit further into the month.
Yeah, I thought too, losing Isaac, I think it was at 4:44 because he was playing really well.
He was. I mean, he was kind of the engine that was making it go, and it's a group that battles and makes effort plays. When our defense was tight and we were able to get stops, then we were able to score. Sometimes, some of the young players that they allow their defense to impact, the offense to impact the defense. And when they don't see the ball go in, sometimes it impacts you. And we had to kind of get them out of that mold, especially early on in the first half.
Obi just wasn't health-wise 100% today, was he?
He was not. He's been battling a bit of a bug for the last couple of days. Give him a lot of credit for stepping out and not making an excuse and fighting through it. Didn't have his best shooting night. When one of your leading scorers, when you're already shorthanded, doesn't put the ball in the basket, it impacts the whole. And, I think a game, I don't know if it was Houston, and Cam didn't get any shots in the second half. So, when guys play that role that you need as far as being one of your leading scorers, and they don't, it impacts the whole, absolutely.
Well, Ron, you've talked about the effort from these guys, and they've never quit fighting. John and I have talked about that a lot, particularly down the stretch, and I think a lot of the credit for that goes to the coaching staff. I really do, because you guys have kept them optimistic, you've kept them energized and motivated, and that's hard to do when the season's not going the way you want it to.
Absolutely. I think that Coach Drew has done an incredible job of making sure that we paint the big picture, that we really preach what's right, that winning and losing, that does not impact your effort, the things that you can control. We can't control the outcome of the game. We can control our preparation. We can control our attitude. We can control how we love one another. All those things are under our control. And the one thing about that group is, they've loved each other. They played hard for one another. They represented Baylor the right way in a lot of different ways.
Well, disappointing result today, and for the most part this season, but I wish everybody could see the impact you all have on these guys.
Yes.
It's life-changing, and that's a factor. I mean, that's a win, even though the record isn't what any of us would like it to be right now.
Oh, absolutely. We have an opportunity to be on a platform, to exemplify what this institution stands for. When we have opportunity to speak like this, when we're in our press conferences, and when you hear our players speak about the influence that, this university, this coaching staff, our head coach in particular, has had on their lives, then we know that we're sending champions out into the world, and that's the value of it. Winning and losing is extremely important, but creating the right people is equally as important. That's something that Coach Drew definitely takes, extremely serious, and understands that his presence, in the locker room when nobody's watching, allows these guys to shine when they're on this stage right here.
Yeah. We appreciate you coming out. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
All right, Ron
Thanks,
Sanchez,
Coach.
Baylor Associate Head Coach, with us. His post-game comments brought to you by Alliance Bank. Alliance Bank, your Central Texas business bank. Appreciate him, and what a great addition to the Baylor staff Coach Sanchez has been. Let's pause here 10 seconds for station identification. Our first station ID break of the day. Back in 10 seconds on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
From the ESPN studios, this is KRZI Waco, K222DC Waco, K265DV Temple, ESPN Central Texas.
83-79, the final. Bears fall to Arizona State today, their first round game in the Big 12 tournament. We'll take a break, be back and wrap things up from here in Kansas City in a moment. We are brought to you in part by the Greater Waco Chamber. Whether you're a member business or considering membership, optimize the opportunity to gather and grow your business with us. Go to wacochamber.com/activate to explore the benefits of membership. Back on the First Central Credit Union postgame show in just a moment. Brought to you by the First Central Credit Union. Everything we do for you. 83-79, the final score. Arizona State over Baylor on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
Have you been to the new location of Green Eye Associates yet? You'll still receive the same award-winning service and excellent care from Dr. Green and her dedicated optometrists and staff. But now conveniently located in Woodway, right off of Highway 84. Come see the expanded optical showroom and be sure to ask about innovative services like IPL treatments for dry eye symptoms and the brand new Sports Vision technology. Green Eye Associates, the official optometrist of Baylor Athletics.
TFNB Your Bank for Life is a longtime supporter of Baylor Athletics. Find out why more Baylor fans are making TFNB their bank for life. Sign up for our Edge checking and get your own custom Baylor Bear debit card. With 6 convenient locations and an award-winning mobile app, banking has never been easier. TFNB, your bank for life. Member FDIC.
Hey Baylor fans, Baylor softball season is currently underway. Come be a part of the action at Getterman Stadium all season long with single game tickets. With general admission tickets starting at just $8, there's no better way to enjoy elite college softball. And if you're coming with friends or family, group tickets are available for $5 each. Get your Baylor softball single game tickets now at BaylorBears.com/tickets.
At Magnolia Realty, award-winning agents set the bar for professionalism and excellence. Whether you're looking to buy or sell, Magnolia's full-service brokerage will guide you through every step of the process with expert industry knowledge. Their agents are fully invested in learning your story and customizing the real estate experience to suit your stage of life. Magnolia Realty has been serving cities across Texas since 2007, including Waco, Dallas, Fort Worth, Austin, San Antonio, and Temple. To get connected or learn more, visit magnoliarealty.com.
You're listening to Baylor Men's Basketball on the Baylor Sports Media Network.
And welcome back to Kansas City as we wrap things up. Get out of here on the First Central Credit Union postgame show. It follows an 83-79 loss by the Bears to Arizona State today in the tournament opener here in the T-Mobile Center in Kansas City. Certainly hopeful of a longer run in the Big 12 tournament, but comes to an end with the first round loss. And Baylor sitting at 16-16 now. Still a relatively high net ranking. And I think the Bears are a legitimate candidate to be selected for the crown We won't know that for at least, I guess the NCAA selection will be this Sunday, and then after that, the other tournaments will fall in place.
And my understanding is April 1 through April 5, something
right,
like that.
in Las
so
Vegas.
you'll have a bit of a break if that materializes. But, John, I just love Coach Sanchez's comments about how even though wins didn't materialize the way we were hoping they would, Coach Drew and the staff paint the bigger picture, I think is the way he put it. And in a season like this, you have to really embrace that and understand that is an integral part of Baylor basketball. And that's one thing that you're going to be able to count on every year, regardless of the final outcome. That's what this program is really about.
Yeah, absolutely. No questioning that. And make no mistake, Coach Drew and Coach Sanchez, these coaches, this team, they are more disappointed than any of you listening to us, even more disappointed than us, and we're pretty disappointed.
Yeah.
But make no mistake, they just pour their heart and soul into this team and success, and just comes to an end today here in Kansas City.
It does, and it'll take a while to get the bad taste out of our mouths, but there's a lot to feel good about. What happened this year, not necessarily on the floor. I think expectations were higher than what actually turned out to be the case, a 500 team. But there were a lot of really, really special things happening in this program this year, most of them off the floor.
Yeah, very well said. Tournament continues. Cincinnati and Utah about to tip it off. The night session, Kansas State and BYU. The late night game tonight, Oklahoma State and Colorado. Arizona State winning over Baylor will get Iowa State tomorrow morning at 11:30. This tournament heads to its championship game at 5 p.m. on Saturday. And we're just getting news. We are headed home this evening, so we'll leave the hotel at 6. At the airport, I would guess by the time we get there, get checked in, 7, 8, 9, it'll be 9 or 10 o'clock, probably 10 o'clock tonight. We'll be back in Waco. So certainly wish our stay had been extended here in Kansas City, but we are headed home with the loss.
Well, it was a good trip for as long as it lasted, but there's just no substitute for being in Waco, Texas. I'll watch the rest of this tournament on the couch.
Okay. Not a bad option.
Go
there.
Big 12
Not a bad option.
from the couch.
That's exactly right. Commissioner Yormark coming by. Great to see him. But let's wrap it up, Pat. A lot of fun with you and a lot of fun being around this team. Congratulations again, your 45th season here.
Thank you.
And people said, he's not retiring. And I said, absolutely not. We're not letting him retire. So let's do it again next year.
We'll run it right back next year. Let's go. It'll be here before you know it.
Yeah, appreciate you very much.
Appreciate you.
Thanks, and thanks to Aaron Sexton, our board operator today. Thanks to Josie Hutton, David Kay, Josie with Athletic Communications. David is our sport administrator for basketball and so many others. We appreciate you, our viewers and listeners here on the Baylor Sports Media Network, and our partners. You hear their spots during our broadcast. That'll wrap things up for men's basketball for now from here in Kansas City. Bears fall to the Arizona State Sun Devils today. For Aaron Sexton, Pat Nunley, I'm John Morris. Final score, Arizona State 83, Baylor 79, as the Bears bow out of the Big 12 tournament. So long from Kansas City Mo.
All right, guys. Safe trip back.
Thank you, Aaron.
You've been
See you guys.
First Central.